Hello and welcome to another mini wargaming battle report. Today we go big or go home. We play Apocalypse.
We play and call it work.
My army is known as the Kings of Rust, or Raoul de Rust, and they are part of Death Guard army. They were some of the first Plague Marines that actually came about. The one that first got possessed on the Eisenstein was a future Kings of Rust member.
And here we have a hodgepodge alliance of Aeldari and Skari, followed and forged by Archon Karl, who has brought his favorite Farseer friend. They're cousins, and they've known each other for thousands of years. He said, hey, we gotta go deal with this Nurgle problem. And he's like, I have the Titan for that. And they decided to attack. Well, really defend. For this Apocalypse mission, we are using the Apocalypse Mission Generator. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a D6, and we're gonna roll it to find out what our deployment will be. That is deployment number 2, which is Dawn of War. So we're going to have 2 fringes along the long edges of the table. Now we're going to roll on the objective table. That is a D12. That is a 8.
Objective.
Our objective is take and hold.
Yes.
So we place one objective at the center of the battlefield. Starting with the attacker, the players then alternate placing an additional objective markers on the table until 5 have been placed, including the one in the center. Objective markers cannot be placed within 12 inches of any battlefield edge or within 18 of each other. At the end of each turn, the player who controls the most markers scores 1 point. If the players control the same number, they each score 1 point. The player who controls the objective marker in the center of the battlefield scores 1 additional victory point. And last but not least, there will be a twist. So we're gonna roll another D12 and see what the twist will become. That is a 7, if you can't see for the glare. The twist is grudge match. Units will automatically pass any morale tests they have to make during the battle. In the fight of Eldar versus Chaos, morale matters not. It is a fight to the death. In this battle, the Aeldari have the lower power level than Chaos, to 399 power to the Chaos's 400, which means the Aeldari will be defending. The defender also gets a ruse to use, and it shall be ruse number 3, Blood of Martyrs. Each time one of my warlords is destroyed during the battle, I generate 1 command asset. Fantastic. Now, we don't use the sudden death table because there's not a huge disparity in the power level. But if one power level was twice as much as the other, there would be a sudden death condition. In this battle, we are playing with a Warzone Warp Storm as the warp gathers overhead and chaos assails this land. The Aeldari must try to stop the incursion of Grandfather Nurgle at all costs. And here we have Clay from Alabama cradling the Titan. We have deployed for battle. So let's go over the disposition of our forces and who the commanders of the warlords in each detachment are, as well as who our war master is, our supreme commander as well. So I have a super heavy detachment with my Phantom and 2 Revenant Titans. I've got an Alatok Patrol detachment with a Farseer Illic Night Spear that has decided to deep strike and 5 Dire Avengers. I have a heavy support detachment of, which is called a Spearhead, old names, of Prophets of Flesh Coven with Uri and Rakarth himself leading that detachment. I have my patrol of Cabal of the Flayed Skull, I believe is what it is, and they have Archon Karl as their warlord. However, he is the War Master, the architect of this attack against the forces of chaos. And last but not least, I do have a air wing detachment, and the commander is this Razorwing jet fighter, veteran of many arena battles. Okay, so what have the Chaos brought to this fight?
All right, opening her up, we've got 20, or squad of 100 Corpse That Walks, or also known as Poxwalkers. We have a Hell Talon, 6 squads of 10 Plague Marines, 3 Bloat Drones. This is Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. 3 squads of Hell Brutes, although this one is actually an older model and he's my leader. Mm-hmm. He's a true Chaos Dreadnought for all you old fogies out there.
All the old farts.
Yep. And then we have a Supreme Command detachment with Morty and 3 Demon Princes, plus 3 Death Shroud Terminators, but they're hanging out in the warp, but they'll be around. Give them a few minutes. We have La Grande Rouge, my Reaver Titan, ready to take on his 3 Titans.
This is an old armor cost model, and it looks amazing.
Yes, shout out to Will right there for painting my whole army. You are amazing. Except for my Poxwalkers. We'll talk about those a little bit later. We also have my Spartan Assault Tank, and wrapping her up, the 3 bells of Plague Crawlers with a captain.
Ding, dong, and bing. Well, the armies are arrayed for battle. Let's go over the objectives, because we decided to make the objectives. It is taken hold. So we've gone for 5 narrative objectives. So here we have some sort of containers that are being holed before this Land Raider was blown up. Then we have this here, which is some sort of goo that that you need for your concoctions. Of course, there's a webway gate, because that is where the Eldar came from. You know, it's right there. Zip. Look, that whole Titan detachment showed up because of that. And there are 2 more sets of goo barrels. So we've got that and that right there. So those are the 5 objectives that we'll be fighting for over this game. Now, in Apocalypse, other than like regular 40k, you essentially treat each detachment of units as a activation. So as we go back and forth, we're going to essentially pick a whole detachment and do something with that detachment, and then we go back and forth as we go through our entire armies. So I hope you're ready for this.
I am. I didn't come from Alabama just to mess around.
That's right. And the Nurgle don't mess around. They're just going to make me pray that you just dissolve me in acid.
Darn right.
So with that, let's dive into battle round number 1. So for the first battle round, we're going to explain how it works for anybody who has never played Apocalypse before, so you can follow it along. But the story is this. In the lore, your chapter, your legion, has taken over and refurbished a planet that used to be an Eldar maiden world into a goo world.
Demon Planet is what they're called, and Morty is here to make sure that this new Demon Planet is up to his specs. You know, Nurgle assumes the best.
Exactly. Well, let's see if Archon Karl, who has put together this hodgepodge alliance of Aeldari and Drukhari, can hold the tide against the Plague Walkers, the Plague Marines, and the machines of the Chaos Gods. So the first thing that we do when we play Apocalypse is we're going to roll for initiative. And the winner basically gets to move around with the first detachment. Yes, the defenders take the initiative, and that is our initiative roll. So we're going to do that every single battle round, and then the person who wins is going to start activating their detachments first. The next step is our orders phase. So we have to mark out of command units. Essentially, as the game progresses and battle lines get all crazy, we'd have to put markers next to units that are outside of 12 inches of the enemy, of our commanders, for our detachment commanders. But we've deployed within command range of our commanders. Now, we do have to pick our commanders for each detachment, and each commander has a little token for every single detachment on the board. And as soon as a commander dies, another commander basically gets promoted in their stead. However, you can only have warlord characters at the beginning of the battle, and determining on how many warlord characters you have gives you a number of strategic cards that you can use. We each built a deck of 30 cards that give us some really cool rules and abilities to use as we play the game. Now, I only have 1 character, 2 characters, 3 characters. I think that's it. So I will be drawing 3 cards in the orders phase, and you will be drawing
4.
That's
we
right.
Have 1, 2, 3,
and Typhus.
Typhus.
4. So you'll have 4, I'll have 3. And then, of course, because of my defender ruse, essentially, every time you kill one of my warlords, I will get a command asset as well. Now we put in, we set up reinforcements, so units that we want to set up. Now I have Illic Night Spirit in Deep Strike Reserve, so she is just going to reinforce, and she's going to just come down right here to make sure that, actually no, she's going to go up here. Make sure she has some nice line of sight, but within 12 inches of her commander, so next turn she's not out of command range, and gives her some nice ranges and shots with her rifle. Do you want to bring in your Terminators?
I'll wait, if possible.
Perfect. So now we generate our command assets. We've already shuffled. These are secret, so I have 3. And you're going to have, let's put that one back.
1.
You're going to have 4.
2, 3,
We're
4.
not going to show you what these are until we use them, everyone. So now what we do is we're going to issue orders to each of our detachments. This is done secretly. There are 3 orders you can issue. Advance, which is a move, shoot, or fight. There is a move at the double, or assault, which is 2 moves and then you fight in combat. Or there is the take aim, which is stay still and get +1 to shooting. So, let's see. Okay, so I put my orders down. You have put your orders down. Mm-hmm. So, let's begin with something relatively simple, I think, which is going to be the Titans!
Woo, woo!
Yeah, let's start with them. Why don't? Oh, might as well.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Let's get this party started. They're going to take aim, is what they're going to do. And they're going to sit back and do some shooting. I'm going to use my first asset card called Doom. It's a psychic power that emanates from the Farseer. Now, we are playing in a Warp Storm, so the range of all psychic cards is doubled, which is awesome. So it goes to 48 inches on the Doom. I pick 1 enemy unit, and my all my Azuriani units, all my Azuriani units will reroll wounds against it. Now, that'll only help the elf portion, or the not stabby pirate elf portion of my army. But I'm going to go ahead and doom this Spartan. I could doom the big Titan, but I want to doom the Spartan. Now, because of our Warp Storm table, number 1, on a 7+, I get to keep the card instead of using it. But no, I don't. And then, on a 1, something terrible has happened.
Perils of the Warp.
That's right. Oh, good. Okay, no perils, but I do spend the doom. We're going to start with this Revenant Titan firing into that. Now, it is obscured, so it would get -1 to be hit. However, I do get +1 because I am taking aim. We're going to shoot everything, the Cloudburst rocket launcher and both pulsars into you as well. So, Revenant Pulsar is 4 shots, so that's 8 shots in total. Hitting on 2s with its ballistic skill of 2 with -1/+1. So it did miss 1 time. Now, to wound, you roll D12s in Apocalypse, which do come in the box, which is really cool. And a Pulsar against heavy targets wounds on 4s. So needing 4s to wound. Awesome. And there's 1 that didn't wound. So because you are doomed, I get to reroll that. So that'll be 6. Now, these do little blast markers. So that'll be 1, 2, and 3 large blast markers. These are the large blast markers, and you basically just kind of stack them on. Make a little mountains of blast markers, which is really fun. Then we have the Cloudburst rocket launcher, which is 4 shots as well, needing 2s to hit. Okay, only 3 hits. Now it does need 8 pluses, so 8s. Ooh, 2 and 1 reroll for doomed. Ooh, so that's 1 more large blast marker and 1 small one. Now, if there's one thing that you should know, folks, is to focus your fire. This Revenant Titan is doing the same. Let's try and take it down. Cool thing about Apocalypse, though, is you can focus your fire, stack up blast markers, but you always get to play with your toy. You don't actually roll saves until the end of the turn, which means that tank, even though it's taking a lot of fire, is still going to move, going to shoot, going to do its thing before it has to take saves at the end of the phase, which takes away the whole I go first and I wipe out half your army syndrome the big games tended to have in the past. Okay, Revenant Titan, let's go into you as well. 2s to hit. So another 7 hits. 4s to wound with the 7. And you are doomed! Doomed! So that'd be 1 large, 2 large, 3 large, and then that's a small, which combines with the other small to make it a large. And the Cloudburst rocket launcher, even though it's designed for anti-air, it's going to be shooting into this rocket, so 8s. Ooh, you are doomed, though. Doomed! 1 more large blast marker. So in total, I put 9 blast markers on him with my 2 Revenant Titans. Nice. And now the fun part. Let the Titan duel begin!
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm shooting that thing, and that's your quarry, okay? There you go. Both of you are gonna fight and see who lives. Well, the Phantom Titan has a D-bombard cannon, a Dire Pulsar, 2 Bright Lances, a Skyburst rocket launcher, and a Voidstorm missile launcher as well. It's got lots of guns.
See how many wounds my flyer has.
Yes, I'm gonna shoot that with some of the anti-aircraft guns, and then I'm gonna shoot the 2 Bright Lances. We're actually gonna go, so I'm gonna split some fire here. The big D-bombard cannon is gonna go here, and then I'm gonna do a Pulsar here, and then 2 Bright Lances here. So it'll be Pulsar, Bright Lances, and the D-bombard. The Cloudburst rocket launcher will go into, you know what? I'm gonna shoot your Spartan with it. I wanna make sure it's dead. I wanna make sure it dies.
I ain't even mad.
Well, let's start with the big gun. Okay, D-bombard is 2 shots, hitting on 2s.
Open fire.
Hits twice. It wounds on 3s against big targets. Nice, that's 2 wounds. So Apocalyptic Destroyer, because of that, each one of those is each one is 4 blast markers, which is 2 big blast markers. So that does 2 large blasts, that does 2 large blasts. So this Titan takes 4 large blast markers just from the 1 gun. So the Dire Pulsar now is going to turn around and shoot into this guy over here. So 4 shots hitting on 2s. Nice. 3s to wound that guy. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 large blast markers. Now that's not Apocalyptic Destroyer or anything. That's just like, regular stuff. 2 Bright Lances are going to go into this one. 1 hit. Bright Lance needs a 5+ though. Yep, just 1 small blast marker there. Haha, take that, you filthy, pus-ridden filth bomb machines.
Why, thank you.
Is that a compliment to you?
Yes, it is. We're
Oh,
Nurgle.
man, I have to work on my insults. Maybe I should clean up my act. Oh! So the Cloudburst rocket launcher into the doomed Spartan. 2s. Oh, only 2 hits this time. Needing 8s though. And you are doomed! Only 1 small blast. Oh. Haha. So now the Voidstorm missile launcher, it has 72-inch range. It's going to shoot into that aircraft. It does have anti-air, so it gets +2 to this, +1 for standing still. So it's going to hit you on 2s.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're supersonic. So that's all 4 hits.
Yep.
It is only on 7s, though. Come on, Titan! Yes. Whoa! 2 large blast markers.
Oh, dear.
Woo! What an ace crack shot that was. He's firing soap. Deadly,
That's not funny.
Deadly soap.
That's not funny.
Disinfectant. It's Mr. Cleaning him. Get off the table.
Maybe that's what you should call him, Mr. Clean.
He is here to sweep away the filth. And that is it for my first detachment. So their little marker goes away. They've been issued their order. And well, we'll leave it there. And now it is your turn.
All right.
Do you want to think a little bit, or do you know who you're going to activate?
I know who I have to activate.
Oh, cool.
And that's my Titan, Le Grand Noir.
There you go, Titan on Titan battle. Let's go.
Flip over the action.
Yep.
It is advance.
Nice. Move and then
20
shoot.
inches.
I love it. So there we go. It's about there. And then we'll come back. Oh, there he is.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
For all you Futurama fans.
Uh-oh. Here he comes. Now he gets to shoot. And if he was in base-to-base contact with something, he would also get to fight.
We're going to open up with the Apocalyptic missile launcher at his Phantom Titan.
Okay.
3 shots hitting on 2s.
So you are -1 to hit, because the Phantom always counts as obscured, because he's got sneaky elf technology that makes him hard to hit.
No problem. I'm rolling my lucky Forge World dice.
Very nice.
And 2+. Or not 2+, 3+. Let me take a look.
Yep.
1 hit.
1 hit, and now you need 8, right?
Yes,
like
sir.
my Cloudburst rocket launcher. Very similar to my Cloudburst. Very cool.
Opening fire. Let's see if I get lucky.
No,
Nope.
not today. The rocket launcher bounces. We missed 1 shot on the rocket launcher.
Let me double check that. Yeah, it's 4 shots, so
Cool.
we'll fix that. But the dice gods generally tends to even out.
You know, it depends.
Well, I'll be darned.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Another wound roll. Wound roll on the Phantom. No,
Nope, same
not
thing.
today.
Like I said, that stuff kind of evens out. And these are 3 shots.
3
Destroyer.
shots. Yeah, -1 to hit. So 3s to hit with his Destroyer Las Blaster or whatever it's called. Ooh, 2 hits. What do you need to wound?
5 ups.
Okay. Against big targets. Nice. 2 wounds.
That was a
So each of your successful wounds is 2 blasts, so a large blast if combined. So 2 large blast markers onto my Titan as the Titan battle begins. Where it gets really nasty is the fist that is designed to rip open Titans. That's what I'm scared for, because it's going to be terrifying. Is that all your Titan has?
That is all my Titan has. Let me double check real quick, but I think that's all she's got.
Okay. Well, as the Titan battle rages on the flank, I think the Coven wants to stay relatively put. The thing is, I don't have a lot of activation. So you know what? I'm going to activate the Elatok detachment, and I did give them take aim as well, mainly just for Illic Night Spear, so she can just try and snipe something out with her super sniper rifle. So before we move on and do that, we forgot to roll on our War Master traits. So Archon Carl, I'm going to roll a d12 on him and tell you what he gets. A 1, which is a Master Strategist. Increase my command asset hand limit by 2. Nice, because if you have too many command asset cards, you have to discard them at the end of the turn. So he gives me, I can just hold a bunch in my hand, because he's a command genius. Nice. Okay, what about yours?
As for Morty,
Mortarion is a 3 stealth adept. What? Mortarion's not stealth adept. Grumble, grumble.
no, that's pretty weird.
This unit can only be chosen as the target of an attack made with a ranged weapon if it's the closest enemy unit to the firing thing.
Well, this just got weird.
He is the sneakiest Mortarion you've ever seen. He means I can't shoot it. That's awesome. The fact that I can't shoot Mortarion until he's close to me is hilarious.
Must be all that filth and like he's got a giant pile of smoke. Like that's
It
all I
is.
can
It's
figure.
flies or mist or something's going on. But that is our War Master traits. Well, the Dire Avengers are going to shoot the only thing they can, which is the big Titan. Now, the cool thing is you measure line of sight range from like 1 model, and then you do just, it's the whole unit essentially. And then we've got Illic Night Spear. And she is going to go ahead and, you know what, she's going to shoot into that doomed. I just really want to make that small blast marker a big one, just to make it harder for that thing to survive. I put so much work into that. If it survives, I will be so sad. The Voidbringer is going to shoot you, so it needs a 2 to hit. Hits. Has a 6+ against tanks. Nice. It turns that small blast marker into a big one. 5 models, 1 shot with their shuriken catapults. Needing 3s, -1 4s for the obscured, +1 3s for taking aim. Hits. 9+ with their Avenger catapults. Ooh, does not do anything to the giant Titan. That's a 7. Well, that's it. You get to pick something now.
I'm going to shoot my 1 shot with him.
Yep.
And he has take aim.
Nice. There you go. That's the spirit. Where is he going?
He's going into the big phantom.
How dare you? He didn't even he shot one thing at you. His friends, though, they shot a lot at you.
Well, I got to do as much damage to that as I can.
Yes, very, very true.
How many wounds does that thing even have? Anyway?
22.
About the same as my regular Titan.
Yeah, so this class Titan is the same as this Titan.
Okay.
The class is the same in terms of lore size.
Gotcha, and those are basically like Scout Titans.
These are Warhound Titans.
Cool.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, they just look taller because they're better.
Eldar, yeah.
They're better and cooler. Okay, so what are you shooting first and where?
I'm shooting the laser destructors into the Phantom Titan.
Now, you are -1, but you are +1
Yep,
because
so
of your
3+.
take aim. Is that just one shot each?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 2 hits. What does it wound on?
3 pluses.
Okay. And these are destroyers.
Yes, they are.
Kind of like the gun that you just shot me with.
Yep.
So each one of these will be a large blast marker as you start laying down laser blast. Ooh,
only one.
Miss, only one large blast.
But
He's up to 3 now.
Heavy bolter into the grotesques.
Okay, they're the 3 strong unit that's at the front there.
Twin shots, so 2.
Yep.
Within 36 inches.
They are definitely within 36.
Okay.
So how many shots? 2 shots.
2 shots hitting on 3s.
Nice. 2 hits. Nice. 7+ against infantry. Ooh, 1 large blast marker on those grotesques.
I'll take it.
The grotesques in the middle come under heavy fire. Well, it's back to me then. You still have the Plague Burst crawlers that need to shoot. You still have your entire horde of models to come by. Okay, and I have a couple units left. So, what do I want to do here? Let's see. So, Archon Carl is going to say, "Let's fight." And he's going to advance. So they're going to move and then probably shoot. And more than likely, I'm going to do Dark Lances into some tanks. I'm going to they have a lot of poison weaponry, which is good against infantry. And there's a large horde of infantry over here. So they might actually focus on that. Let's see what they do and see where they end up.
Although, zombie.
It's acid in that case, maybe.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, it's like a concoction of things that really hurts you. It could be like they shoot you and turn you into like crystal, or you could be like eaten by biological like enzymes,
or forced
it could
to
be
listen to Justin Bieber.
Exactly. Yes. I was gonna start. Yeah, to be honest, there was like so many songs that instantly went through my head. I was like, I can't sing any of those or they'll demonetize this video real fast. Okay. And everybody will click off. Because remember to downvote for Skari, the Cringe Lord Supreme. Boop. It's a t-shirt, by the way, just so you know. Time to shoot some poxwalkers. Yes. A pox upon your houses.
Romeo and Juliet.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to shoot some shooting. Each, it's a 10-strong Cavalite warrior squad in each of the raiders with 2 splinter cannons and then their rifles. So the Dark Lances themselves will probably shoot at a few things and we'll see where they go. Okay, the Venom's going to shoot first. You are obscured. So on the front unit, needing 4s to hit. 1 hit, needing 5s. Nothing. Then we're going to go ahead and do this unit. So I'm going to do the Dark Lance is going to shoot into Petunia. Or Blossom.
Blossom.
The leader of that squadron.
The leader of the Powerpuff Girls.
And then everything else is going to go into the front unit of Poxwalkers. Dark Lance first. 4s to hit because of the obscured. And 5s. No, does not wound. So then the poison shots. So we have 2 shots from the Cabalites themselves at 10 strong. And then 1 from each splinter cannon. So 4 shots. Hitting on 4s, that's 2 hits, and then wounding on 5s. That would be 1 large blast marker. Finally, some damage on the Poxwalkers. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads, so the front squad. They have 4 wounds each, and they can shrug damage on 5s.
They're not the fightiest unit in the world, but they're good at taking damage.
I have to get rid of start early, or it's gonna hurt. Okay, the next raider is going to do the same thing. Let me see line of sight wise. I'm actually going to shoot that demon prince next to Mortarion, the one on the top there. Need a 4 to hit? Nope. Into the Poxwalkers, 4 poison shots on 4s, 2 hits, and on 5s. Ooh, no damage whatsoever. Those Poxwalkers being immune to the poison. or acid, or change it to the soap rounds. We went over this.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Okay, that's my that's my detachment done. You're next.
One call.
One call to rule them all, and one call to find them. One call to bring them on, and in the darkness make them not be able to listen properly.
The land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Take aim.
Ooh, how did I not see that coming?
I think we all did.
Yep. So what are they going to do?
Huh? Oh, they all have the same thing.
They're all going to shoot at?
The Phantom.
Oh, shadows. So we're just going to roll it all together in one big batch because you just want to shoot everything at the Phantom.
Yeah, let me see how this works because in the game they work kind of, or in the regular 40K they work kind of weird.
Yep. So shooting. What do you need to hit?
Hitting on threes.
I like it. This is with +1, -1. Ooh, good connect there. Those are the mortars, by the way.
So 8 up for tanks.
Nice.
With 5 of them, something should get through.
Okay. 2. That's a
large
2
blast.
9s. 1 large blast. As the missiles crack and the force fields blend, both big titans have taken the same amount of large blasts so far. So 6 entropy cannon shots, 3s to hit with the +1, -1 for take aim. Okay, a couple of misses there. Reroll 1s for the Heretic Astartes. Nice. And 6s to wound. So 2 more large blasts. Very nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Yep. To 7 large blast markers on the Phantom Titan, really trying to focus him down with deception and cruelty.
We're chaos, is what we do.
I guess that's true. Back to me, I only have 2 more detachments to activate. I have my Coven detachment, and I also have my Air Wing detachment. I'm very curious as to which one I want to activate first. The key is that whole infantry blob hasn't moved at all, and I don't know what order Mortarion has been given. If he has an assault order, I don't want to get closer, because I don't want to give him a charge. But I don't know what he's been ordered to do, or he's ordering his army to do. So I think I'm just going to go with the planes, to be honest, and then we'll see what happens. I'm going to activate my aircraft. Now, they have to be given the advance action, and the only caveat for moving aircraft is they have a minimum move of 20 inches, so every part of their base has to be more than 20 inches from where they started. But there's no pivot and then move in a straight line like there is in regular games of Warhammer 40,000. So they're quite versatile in a big battlefield like the Apocalypse ones, which means I'm probably going to go this way, and then go this way and try and start putting some pressure on the flank of the assault, the enemy assault. I'm going to put one Void Raven bomber here, one here. I'm going to bomb this unit, and I'm going to shoot some Dark Lances places. Zooming across the air, the 2 Void Raven bombers have moved over these Poxwalkers, and then the Razorwing jet fighter has moved up as well. So after they've moved once per game, they can drop their bomb. I pick one unit they moved over, so I'm going to pick the front unit of Poxwalkers. Each Void Raven is going to roll 2 dice, and for each 2+, you take a blast marker.
Small.
Okay, here we go. So 4, because I'm just going to do it on the front one. You take 4 blast markers.
So that's 2 big blasts.
2 large blasts as the Void Bombs tear through the Poxwalker ranks.
Yeah.
The Razorwing jet fighter is just going to shoot everything into the front unit of Poxwalkers that he has. Missiles, disintegrator cannons, twin splinter rifle, everything. 2 disintegrator cannons hitting on 3s.
Yep.
1 hit. 5+. No, nothing. 1 missile shot. Missed. Twin rifle at rapid fire range, 2 shots, 2 hits. On 5s. 1 small blast marker.
All right.
Small blast marker. Okay. So this is going to shoot the Dreadnought at top with the little horns, and then the missiles are going to go into these guys down here. So they'll do the missile first. It misses. 2 Void Lances. 1 hits. Void Lance needs a 4+. He does. 1 small blast marker.
On the Titan, or on the
Dreadnought. The second one is going to do the same. 2 Void Lances into him.
Sorry, let me point it the right direction.
Yep, right there. And then the missile into here. So let's do the missile. Hits. 7. Ooh, yes, good. So I turn that small blast into a large blast.
I'll go grab one.
Then we've got the 2 Void launches into the Dreadnought. He is obscure though, so 4s. Ooh, I hit twice. Nicely done, needing 4s. That's 1 large blast on that Dreadnought. Yeah,
Ooh,
good
nasty.
job. And that's the end of their turn. So I put a couple more blast markers on the front Poxwalkers, and I have started to take some shots at the Dreadnoughts over here as we move into your next activation.
Releasing the Powerpuff Girls.
There we go.
Assault.
Double move, eh? Love it.
And you know who they're coming after?
I don't know.
The Flyers.
No, don't do it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna unleash the Powerpuff Girls.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Hooray! And they're gonna advance. Now their flamers, I believe, are Torrent. Is that
Yes,
right?
they are.
So they're gonna be able to automatically hit things they shoot at. And good thing I brought my planes close by, so you can just automatically hit them. Or move up to here. We'll see.
Not the best strategy, but one that needs to be done.
Let's go! Well, planes only have 2 wounds, so if you like do some blast markers on them, they only have like armor 7, right? So if you do 2 large blast markers, they don't even get a save. They only get their Dark Eldar Ignore Pain. So if I roll a 6, they might live, but they're not exact. It's Apocalypse. It's all about the Titans, not the little stuff, you know?
Fair enough, yeah. All right, so Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, defying crime and the forces of evil. And I don't... Here we go. Let's... Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are opening fire at the Flyers.
Which one?
Oh, it's a squadron.
Yep.
The commander.
How dare you? So what do you need to wound me?
8 ups.
And they automatically hit, and they have 2 each.
Yep.
So that's 6. That do, 1, 2, and that's it. Okay, so 1 large blast marker. If anything else goes into my squadron commander, he's probably gonna die. Well, that's it for that. Ta-da! Okay, and that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate my final detachment. Do-do-do. How far does Mortarion move?
Let me look them up.
Well, there we go. We're going to activate them. I've made a little bubble of 24 inches from Mortarion, who moves 12, just in case. I don't really feel like getting charged by Mortarion on the first turn, which means I'm just going to move them up to, like, you know, just to the line, you know, just kind of getting around. And then Urian's going to stay close by. And then they're going to just kind of stay close by like this. And we'll have a good time. And I'm just going to, well, I guess we'll kind of move up this way. Keep Urian nearby as well, because he's got his cool little buff thing. And they're going to just shoot at the big Titan, because it's the only thing they can shoot at. Of course, that's an advance. Just moving stuff without even telling you what they were
It's
doing.
fine, I believe you.
So they have a Haywire Blaster. And they have, is it 2? It's 2 Haywire Blasters. Very nice. Okay, I'm just going to do all of them at the same time. So it's 4 Haywire Blaster shots. Hitting on 4s, though, against Mr. Big Knight. So 3 hits. Against vehicles, it's on 4s. 1 large and 1 small. So then I have 2 Liquefier Guns. So that's 4 Inferno hits there. And they need 10s to wound a tank. Just 1. So I turn that small into a large. Then my little Kronos has 1 little gun. It's 1 shot, needing 3s, hits, and needing a 9 against vehicles. Ooh, nice. Just 1 extra small blast on your Titan. That's all they can do. That's it. I am done. I'm spent. I have no more detachments. It is all Nurgle all the time now.
NTV.
All Nurgle all the time. NTV.
My NTV.
I do not want to look at that crib.
Well played. Well played, sir.
No, check out my crib, all-star. It's like pus everywhere. No, gross. I don't want to know it. Morty, I'm curious, what did you pick? Was
What
it
did
an
you
assault?
think?
What is it, an assault? It's behind him, I believe.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Was it?
It was assault.
Oh, thank goodness. I did not want to fight him. Good instinct. So they get a double move, and they could fight in close combat, but they essentially get a double move. We'll come back and show you where they end up. Mortarion and his Demon Prince entourage has moved up. Nice. And you're going to use a?
Psychic power, Infernal Gaze.
Cool. So how does this work?
All right, this command asset can be used in the psychic phase. When used, select one Heretic Aeldari Psyker from your army. Morty.
Okay.
To manifest this power, then draw one straight line from the battlefield within 18 of that Psyker unit.
Okay.
So up to 36. Then roll a d6 for each unit the line
crosses.
Yep, excluding Heretic Aeldari Psykers.
Nice.
And place one 4+ blast on each Psyker, or on each unit.
So on a 4+, you place a blast marker on every unit the line passes by.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Now, because it is the Warp Storm, on a 7+, you get to keep that in your hand instead of using it. Okay, do you hold on to it for next turn? You do. And on a 1, something terrible might happen to Mortarion. On a d12, you roll a d12.
Oh, d12?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I like those odds much better.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot better. Whoo, that's a 4. Okay, so where's this line that you want to make?
That's a good question. I'm going to try to get it so I can get your sniper, him, and the big Titan all in one go.
Him, and him?
Yep.
Okay, so roll it.
All right.
Yep.
So we're going to roll for the Scout Titan first.
Yes, the Revenant Titan on a 4+.
Boom.
Takes a small blast. Illic Night Spear takes a blast as well, and the Phantom Titan does not. Oh, that might actually kill Illic. Even a small blast marker can be deadly to a small character in a giant battlefield of Titans. You still have the Dreadnoughts and the Flyer and 2 large units of infantry. Who's going to move next?
The Dreadnoughts.
Cool.
They're going to have Assault.
Ooh, okay. Move and shoot.
Yep.
We'll show you where they end up. The Dreadnoughts have moved up into the middle of the board.
The first one onto, let's see if he can shoot the big Titan.
With his last cannon?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, 48 should be in range of the big Titan. Yeah, it's funny when you have to measure 48-inch and 72-inch ranges to see if you're in range. It only happens in big games like this.
So it's twin-linked las cannon, so hitting on force.
So the Phantom, the Revenant Titan is also obscured because of his Revenant Titan force fields.
One hit.
Nice. Wounding on. Oh, that'll do it.
That'll do
Turns
it.
that small blast into a large one. Oh, into the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, he takes a small blast. There you go. Just explosions just going all over here.
2 plasma or las guns into the Flyers.
Okay, which one are you shooting at?
Let's shoot at the commander first and then go into the side one.
Okay, I like it. I am stealth or supersonic, so it is -1 to hit.
Just show me where I can roll.
First one, 4s to hit. Ooh, 1 hits. Needing, does not wound. So the second last cannon into the Razor Wing jet fighter again.
Yep.
Ooh, also 1 hit. The stealth really helping. Oh, that does a small blast into him. He has 1 large, 1 small now.
Okay, now how do Flyers work?
You just move he has to end his move more than 20 from where he is right now.
Okay, but I can shoot 360, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like angles or whatever. You just kind of go where you want. The Hell Talon starting to putter forward. Putter, 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 putter.
Yeah, that's about right.
Where is he shooting?
He's going to shoot this Flyer.
The Void Raven Bomber?
Yep.
I like it. He's got a couple of last cannons that are +1 against fly. He's got a little...
Ooh, missed by $1.
He's like, no! But the Void Raven Bombers are faster and more nimble. Even though they're bigger. And now the mess! I don't envy you having to move 100 and almost 200 models.
Get comfy, folks.
We'll be back when they move. I'm assuming they're advancing, or did you decide to charge them?
They are advancing.
Okay, so a move and the Poxwalkers, you might as well just do them both at the same time.
Yeah, they have advanced for whatever weird reason, even though they can't shoot.
Yeah, you should just double move them.
Okay.
Like honestly,
Will you give me that?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
just assault. This is your first big game of Apocalypse, you know. They don't have any guns, so
Yeah, I don't know how they wound up with that.
Yeah, so they're gonna double move because they only move 4 inches,
Yep.
so they need to like.
So So which one do you want to go first? Move.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll show everybody where they end up.
Okay.
You have a couple of guns on them, but we'll shoot them after, just to speed up the end of the turn here. Then
Yeah,
because
they have bolt guns. I'm not sure how this works with small arms because it's weird.
Small arms are just bolt. You just shoot them. They're just little guns. Yeah. The Poxwalkers, they're coming to get us.
Yep.
Of course, that's the front unit. Then we have one unit down here. 1, 2, 3 more units. So there's lots of little units of Poxwalkers. And then you have your Plague Marines that also advanced in a formation up forward. And you're going to use a couple of psychic powers.
Yep. Going to open up with Plague Wind earned.
Okay. So Plague Wind. So on a 2+, he's going to take a blast marker.
Yep.
Okay, so roll a d12. And does he take a blast marker? He does. So now on a 7, he will take a blast marker as well. He does not. Now roll. On a 7, you get to keep Plague Wind for next turn.
Nope.
Do not. It gets discarded. And on a 1, something terrible has happened. Oh, I can't wait. I really hope like one of our Psyker's brains explode. I think that would be really fun.
Yes, it would be.
And then you said you wanted to use Death Hex.
Yep.
As well with Typhus.
Yep.
So we're not going to use it. It actually creates a bubble around the Psyker where you have -2 to your saves. So that could be really dangerous. Because it's considering the effect of the spell goes to 24 inches in the Warp Storm, which is nuts. The Plague Marines do have some shooting to do, though.
Yes, we.
Each squad of 10 Plague Marines has 2 Blight Launchers. That's 12 Blight Launchers. Are you going to split them up? Are you going to focus your fire? What's going to happen here?
We're going to shoot them all at that bomber.
The one that's my favorite painted one.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That's you shouldn't be. You should just be happy. You want to murder them all.
Yes, I do.
-1 to hit for stealth.
So 4 ups.
Okay. 4 ups.
Removing my
Hits.
misses.
Ooh, do 6s do anything for you?
No.
7s. So that is 1, 2, 1 large blast marker.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, the aircraft coming under fire from the Blight Launchers. So all the bolters as well going to be going into the plane too.
Put that in my hand. All right, here we go.
On 4s. Needing?
4 ups. Or not 4 ups, 8 ups.
Nice. Good old mass reactive bolts. Ooh, another large blast marker.
Way to go, little small arms.
Good job, guys. Bring them down, boys.
And I think that's everything for me.
I believe that is the end of the first turn. So we can now go into the damage phase where we're going to be rolling our saves, taking our damage, removing units, resetting everything, and then going on to turn number 2. Now, as it stands right now, you hold that objective, this objective, and that. 3 of the 5 objectives are under chaos control, which will give you 1 point towards the mission.
Nice.
The first thing we have to check is if any of our units are out of command radius of leaders, which is not the case. Then we're going to make saving throws. Starting with the person who has initiative, that's me. We basically have to take saving throws for our units that have taken damage. You basically have to take a saving throw for each blast marker that you have received. Now, you take the save on a d6 for each large blast and on a d12 for each small blast. So if small blast markers, you're more likely to make the saves, essentially is what it happens. Now, if you have large Titan models, you have to pick the Titan models first to take saves before you go on to the little stuff, because the Titan models might explode and then do more blast markers to everything around them. So you want to make sure you resolve them first. And that's it. Okay. So let's begin with the Phantom Titan. He has a 5+ save. Now he has taken 6 large blasts and 1 small. So 6 saves and 1 save. So 7 in total, 5 ups. So he saves the small one and 2 large, but takes 4 points of damage, which means he has taken 4 wounds. So he has taken 4 wounds from 22, so he's down to 18. So here we go, we'll put 4 little wound markers on him to make sure we know how he's feeling. Okay, so he's still okay. He's still in fighting condition. And then when a unit has taken half their number of wounds, they basically become critically injured, and then they suffer like a -1 to hit and things like that as well. They essentially bracket after they've taken a bunch of damage. Okay, so now it's your turn to pick. You have to start with a super heavy if you can. You do have 2 super heavy, so you have to pick one of them to take saves.
We'll go on the one that's dead, yeah.
Okay, so how many saves does he have to make? So he has a 4-up save, which is a very good save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 saves.
He's dead as a door.
He has 4 wounds, and he needs to make 10 4-ups with just a D6, not a D12.
6,
I really
10,
wanted
12.
him to die, but that's why I doomed him, because I wanted him to die.
So this is 12. I'll need 2 more, right?
No, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 10.
Oh, it's just 10.
Just 10 saves.
All right.
Yeah, 10 4-ups. Will the Spartan took the brunt of my shooting this turn. So will it survive or will it go down? And it takes
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
So it is going to go down. And you have to roll to see on a D12, I believe.
Yep. If it goes kaboom.
If it does, it goes boom and do damage. I don't know if there's anything nearby. No,
10.
Nothing there. So he is gone. First blood goes to the Eldar. Yes, good. God, bye-bye, Spartan tank. But after all, you were doomed. Okay, so I do have a small blast marker on my Revenant Titan. It is a 5-up save as well, but on a D12. And he fails, taking 1 point of damage.
I'll take
1 wound on the Revenant Titan. Okay, I think he's got 18 wounds or 16 wounds or
24.
maybe 8 wounds.
Oh, him? Yeah. No, me.
6 big saves and 1 small one. There you go. So the same amount of blast markers that my Phantom Titan took. Same save as me. So 6 small, 1 large, 6 small saves, 1 big available save. On a 5-up as well.
What I want to know is how does the Reaver Titan not have as good armor as the Spartan?
Because he's got a lot of exposed joints.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, let's see. Do you save better than I did? So you save 2, and you take 5 damage. So you take 1 more wound than I did. Ha ha! But you still have 1 more wound than I do, because you have 24 wounds to start. Yes. So 5 wounds, a little stack of wounds on your Reaver Titan, your Chaos Reaver Titan over here, the Black Knight. I like it. So I have to take saves on the Razorwing jet fighters. Now, the Void Raven Bomber has a 7+ save. You did 2 large blast markers to it, so it can't save. But all Dark Eldar army units have a Ignore Pain 6+. Basically, I can shrug wounds on a 6+. So let's see if I can save my Void Raven. It's on a D6 for basically Ignore Pain, because they're all fueled by battle. 6s. You do kill 1 of the Void Raven Bombers.
Yes.
Blam! Bing, bang, and bong the bells. 1 took 2 big ones, 1 took 1 small one.
All right, we'll roll the 2 big ones first.
Okay. What's their save? So they have a 5-up save and an Ignore damage 6-up, because they are Death Guard. So 2 5-ups on the big guy. Ooh, he takes 1 wound. Does he ignore the damage? He does not. He takes a wound. Are they 2 wounds each?
Yes, they are, I think. 2 wounds each, yep.
Nice. So he takes a wound. Okay, so then this one over here as well, on a 5-up, but this is on a D12. He saves it. Just plinks right off the thick armored hide. So the Razor, I should have done this at the same time because it's per detachment. But Razorwing Jet Fighter has 1 big one, which he can't save. 1 small one, which he does get a save for. It's on a 7+. Yes, he saves.
All right.
Nice. And on a 6+, he ignores the wound he took. Yeah, go!
Okay.
He's fueled by pain. Good job, little guy. Good job. So this grotesque unit has 1 large blast marker, which they have a 8+ save. So they won't be able to save against the large blast marker. Even though Urien gives them +1 to their save, that's still not going to be enough. However, they do have a shrug, Ignore Pain of 6+. So let's see if they ignore it. Ignore the pain! They do not. So they take a wound, but the 3 strong grotesque unit does have 2 wounds. They've taken a wound. Okay, who are you rolling for next?
We'll do my flyer and see what his armor save is.
Ah, he does have 2 large blast markers on him too.
So we'll see if he just goes explodey.
We'll see. That was from the Titans. That was compliments of the Phantom. So it does have void shields, which means it does remove a blast marker at the start, which we just read right now. So we're just going to re-roll one of the wounds with a small save. Okay, so we're going to roll on a 5-up. We'll just take a wound off him. He does. So he actually took 4 damage thanks to his void shields. Okay, so 5-up saves. Ooh, so you actually get a chance to save your plane against the 2 large blast markers.
I just need to make 1.
Yes, you do.
And I do.
Oh, you do. You do take a damage, however. 1 wound on the flyer. So I only have 1 more to make, which is Illic. Now, Illic has a 10+ save and took a blast marker. I don't want Illic to die. So I'm going to roll my save on a 10+, because it is a small blast marker. Does Illic survive? No, Illic does not. But then I'm going to have a divine intervention. And I'm going to flip. Yeah, I'm going to flip this dice to whatever I want. Hooray!
Okay.
It passes and Illic survives to fight another day. I'm done rolling for damage on my end. We still have the Poxwalkers to roll for and a Dreadnought as well.
I don't think we have a save per se.
No, it's just your ignore damage, I believe. You have 4 large blast markers with an ignore damage of 6 or 5 on them.
I think it's 5.
That's pretty good. So no saves, but you do owe me 4 5-ups.
And if they all succeed, they go down.
If you don't pass any of them, the whole squad will disappear. Yeah. If you only pass 1, then the squad will be critically injured as well.
Well, we'll see how Feel No Pain goes.
Okay. You pass 2, so the squad is half dead. 2 wounds on this front unit right here, and then the Dreadnought. He's taken 1 large and 1 small. 6-up save on the Dreadnought, or the Hellbrutes. No Feel No Pain here. He passes 1, takes 1 damage. Do they have 1 or 2 wounds?
They have 2, I think.
2 wounds, so 1 wound on the Dreadnought, has 1 wound remaining. And with that, it is the end of turn number 1. Recap of turn number 1. We had the giant Titan Eldar spring into action, laying low the Spartan tank in a big fiery death explosion, with the Reaver Titan moving up at full speed and Mortarion and his demon princes tackling the prophets of the flesh. In the meantime, the Cabalite Air Wing and Splinter have decided to move up to try and tackle the horde of infantry. However, they might be getting bogged down as the drones and the aircraft and dreadnoughts of the Plague Marines have successfully started to take down some of the Aeldari firepower from the air. 1 point goes to Death Guard, and the elves are on the back foot as we move on to battle round number 2. So the same thing, we roll. Now, if we tie, the initiative goes to you.
Big die, little die.
Little die.
Little die?
Yeah, it's just a,
okay,
just
D6.
D6. I'm pretty, now I have to check. Right, you were 100% right. We roll initiative. I think we rolled a D6 on the first turn, but it's technically D12 you roll for initiative. Cool. I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, well, the Eldar will continue to hold the initiative in this vital turn. So I still have 3 commanders, so I will draw 3 more command asset cards.
I still have 4.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my Farseers at the end of the orders phase. So after the orders phase has happened, he's going to allow me to go through my deck and just pick one of the Aeldari cards and keep that on hand as well. Okay, so we have put our orders down for turn number 2. I got 3 cards, then I used my Farseer to go through my deck and find a card I wanted, and then reshuffled my deck up. You got 4 more cards, so you have a couple in your hand. Who knows what bag of tricks Chaos has in store for the elves? We've given orders out. I have the initiative, so I am going to go ahead and pick this unit.
Interesting.
They're going to just do an advance. So they're going to move and either attack in combat or shoot. Well, it is the movement phase. Now, you might have thought I want to activate my big Titans first, but Titans can shoot while they're engaged in combat, so that's okay. They're just going to stay there. If the big Titan comes, they'll have a bunch of blast markers, whatever. The biggest threat right now, though, is Morty in the middle of the table. I need to tie him up, lock him up into combat, at least until the end of the fight damage phase with a unit of Grotesque. So I've basically put one unit of Grotesque over there. I put another one tying Morty up so he can't just like charge in and come and be annoying. And then the Talos have moved up as well. So we're going to do some shooting. We're going to start by taking some shots at the big Titan. We got some flamers shooting at some of these big guys as well. And then we do have some combats as well. So Urian's going to shoot his Casket of Flensing. He's going to shoot it at this Demon Prince. He hits twice. Needs 9s. 1 blast marker on that Demon Prince. So the Kronos is going to shoot the same Demon Prince. So I've got the Siphon, which automatically hits, and the Vortex, which hits. Nope, does not hit. So I just need 1 on a 9+, because you're heavy. Nope, nothing there. So I've got the 2 Inferno liquefier guns going into there. I've got all the 6 Haywire guns are going to go into your big knight. Yeah, let's just start putting some damage on him as well. No, that's a lie. They're going to shoot dreadnoughts. So the flamers are going to go here, and then then they're going to shoot some dreadnoughts over here. The liquefier's automatic hits, needing 10s to wound your Demon Prince. So 1 large blast marker on the Demon Prince.
Ooh.
So onto the wounded dreadnought. Nothing. Second one. Nothing. Third one. Oh, I got a hit finally. Oh my gosh. And it doesn't do anything. What is going on? And then in close combat, the Grotesques are going to fight. So I have 3 Grotesques. I'm going to do this 6 strong unit of Grotesques. So they do have 4 attacks in close combat, hitting on 3s. Into the... Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Well, that unit didn't do anything. So then the 3 strong unit's going to attack that other Demon Prince. 2, 1 hit roll, nice. And against a big heavy guy. Oh, that's just the... That was just the flesh gauntlets. The cleavers are the big damage dealers. Sorry, they get 2 attacks each for cleavers. That's 12 attacks from the Grotesques.
Oof.
Hitting on 3s. Sure. Awesome. So they need 8s to wound a heavy target, but they get +1 thanks to Urian, so 7s, and they reroll 1s thanks to their Kronos. So 7s rerolling 1s. So 1 large blast marker on that Demon Prince. And then we have the 6 cleavers from the other unit of 3. Okay, 2 hits, same deal, 7s rolling 1s, and 1 small onto that. So 1 large, 1 small onto him. And that is that detachment. And it is done, your turn. Well, there we have it. Time to move some more Death Guard. And this is going to be awesome. Okay, so who is going to be activated next?
That is a good question, because there's a lot that's got to be done.
Aha! That is lunchtime, everybody. Well, since Morty can't do anything else, I think it makes sense to activate Morty.
Yep.
That's right, I like it. And the Demon Princes going to... What did you give them?
I think I gave them...
A charge. Okay.
Yep.
So they'll be able to move twice and then fight in close combat. So they're going to just kind of...
Consolidate.
Get into combat there.
There we go.
They're going to fight that 1 Talos.
Yep.
And then Morty and the other Demon Prince. Let's see what they do. Well, these 2 fight. They have 2 attacks each hitting on 2, so 4 attacks hitting on 2s, and they wound everything on 6s, which is not bad.
Here we go.
This little Talos got hit a few times. And 6s. That is 1 large blast. Yeah, 3 blasts, basically. So 1 large, 1 small. Little Talos is starting to take some damage. And now we have Morty and another Demon Prince into a pack of Grotesques. I have 1 Grotesque that already has 1 wound, and then I've got 1 that is completely unwounded, and Morty can only fight this unit. And then that one can pick. We just read Morty's rules. He actually gives all Death Guard units close to him reroll wound rolls in combat. So we're going to reroll that Demon Prince wound, and it still doesn't go through. But that makes him and his Demon Princes quite dangerous. Morty has 2 attacks as well, hitting on 2s. And 5 ups rerolling.
2 more dice for Morty. He actually has ×2 attacks, so he hits 4 times into those grotesques. On 5, he's re-rolling against. Okay, so that's 3 blast markers so far. Okay, 3, so 1 large and 1 small. Here we go. Okay, now 1 more Demon Prince. Is he attacking the grotesque unit or the larger grotesque unit?
Let's attack the larger grotesque unit.
Okay, 2's to hit. Ooh, double miss, but he is Heretic Astartes. Yep, that's what they do. They get real ones to hit because they're super trained. Okay, nice. 2 hits. 6 is re-rolling. He's gonna need those re-rolls. Ooh, doesn't do any damage as that big block of grotesques survives the assault from Morty's entire detachment. Okay, Eldar time. I'm gonna activate the 2 planes. I want to make some space. I want to give them some room. So they are more than likely going to fly a long way away, and probably on that side of the table somewhere. Yeah, let's see what they do. From this side of the battlefield, the aircraft roar forward, getting their guns, staying in range of some of the poxwalkers because I have to start trying to take some of them out. And also getting their other guns in range of some of the bigger targets. 2 disintegrator cannons shooting at these poxwalkers.
Okay, it's coming from them, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. And 2 blast markers.
Okay.
So 1 large. Also doing the missile into them. 87. Nope. This unit of Plague Marines is taking a splinter rifle. Nice. 2, 1 large blast marker on that unit. That's all that guy has. Then the Void Raven Bomber is going to go ahead. I'm going to shoot into the wounded Bing.
All right.
And the missiles are going to go into the Poxwalker unit back here. So let's do the 2 Void missiles. Okay, 1 hit. Take 1 blast marker. And into the little unit of Poxwalkers missed. Nice. And that is my air wing done. 1 what?
1 good air wing deserves another, so I think I'll activate my air wing.
I like it. Where is he going?
That is a good question.
Okay, we'll come back and show you where he goes.
And
so we have a bogey at 5 o'clock, I think. No,
Yep.
Yeah, that's about 5 o'clock. Okay, cool. Where is he shooting?
he's going to shoot at the fighter.
Ah, my captain?
Yep.
How dare you. 2 last cannon-y things, hitting on 3s. Is it Heretic Astartes? I'm assuming it is. So it wounds, rerolls 1s.
Let me double check that first.
We double checked it. Heretic Astartes reroll wound rolls of 1. Okay, so hitting on 3s.
Actually, though, roll that beautiful.
So everything was fine there because Demon Princes do have reroll 1s to hit, so that would have not mattered because they give reroll 1s. And the Hell Talon is too far from the Demon Princes right now to get rerolls.
Roll that
3s.
beautiful bleach footage.
Okay, 1 hit. And needing something. 5 up to wound with the last cannon. Ooh,
Kaboom.
that is a blast marker on my Razor Wing. There's a dogfight in the air. Pew, pew, pew. That's right, you get sound effects. Sound effects when you play Apocalypse.
As will you tempt me, bro.
Don't tempt me, bro.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So I'm gonna activate the Cavalites. They're not gonna get out of their transports because there's a bunch of flamers really close. So they're gonna just not get out of the transports. They're gonna stay inside. They're gonna get up. They're gonna shoot some of this madness over here. Awesome. So the little splinter is going to move up, get in range of some of the Poxwalkers. The 2 Dark Lances are going to take pot shots at the Hell Talon. We'll just start with those because it's...
Sounds good to me.
So both Dark Lances from the Raiders.
-1 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay.
And you take 2 blast markers.
So a large.
Nice. And we're going to do everything else. So there's 1 large and 1 small on there. You have a 5 up, basically. So I'm going to need to put at least 3 large blast markers to have even a chance at killing them. But I'm going to put 4 on them at least. That's going to be my goal. So let's go ahead and do this unit here. We're going to do everything into that front unit.
Sounds good to me.
So 2 Splinter Cannons are 1 shot each, but they're rapid fire in Apocalypse, so they each get a shot. And then I have Small Arms Fire, 2 shots from the 10-man, but they are rapid fire as well. Ah, lots of little guns. Ooh, they actually hit this time. Oh, on 5s. So you take 1 large, 2 large.
2 large coming at you. Got like 4 different big tanks.
Oh, I love it. It's big tanks are the main. Anybody who wants to come down and play Apocalypse here at Mini Wargaming, make sure you message Josh or go to miniwargaming.com/challenge.
Oh, I always do.
Let's play some Apocalypse, because that'll be really fun. Okay, so this Venom over here is going to shoot at the second unit of Poxwalkers over here. So it has 2 splinter cannons. They are within rapid fire, so I'm going to go ahead and roll those. Ooh, nice. 4 hits. This is the little poison army of doom on 5s. 1 large blast marker. Then we have the other Raider. The other Raider is going to shoot everything at that squad as well.
All right.
Okay, so I have 2 rapid fire splinter rifles, and 2 splinter cannons, and 1 rapid fire set of splinter rifles. And not rapid fire, sorry, on the splinter rifles. Okay, 4 of them on 5s. That would be 1 large and 1 small.
All right, on to the dead.
We all have zombies tough to kill. So I have a high likelihood of killing this first squad here at the end of the phase.
Yep.
But I still have to put a few. There's some cards in there that could be really annoying that could like save units like this. So you want to try and overload things that you want to kill. And then I can't kill them because there's 4 wounds in a big block of 20.
Yep.
Ah, gross. Okay, so that is my splinter. Archon Carl has decided to continue his overloading the flank over here. On to the Death Guard. Bing, bang, and bong. The 3 bells.
Flip it over, take aim.
Okay, well that makes sense. Where are they shooting at?
The Titan, of course.
Just the one big one?
Yep.
How dare you? No, you don't. Don't do anything to my Titan.
They were deployed there specifically to fight him.
You must die. Bing, bang, and bong.
Oh, I'm not.
So we did mess up. They hit on 4s, not 3s, which is fine. And take aim will give them +1, so 3s.
Yeah.
And then -1 for the Titans.
So 4+.
So 4s. And the captain gives them reroll 1s to hit. And because they're heretic starties, they reroll 1s to wound. All the Plague Burst mortars at the Titan. 6 shots. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. Okay, that's 3 hits. 8s, rerolling 1s. Oh, that's a reroll. Very nice. So a large blast marker. The Titan comes under fire. 6 shots from the entry cannons.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s.
Yeah, 1 reroll there. Thanks to the captain. Ooh, 5 hits. Nicely done. 6s this time. Rerolling 1s. 1, 2 large blast markers. Nice. Really coming under fire. The Titan takes some hits from entry cannons and mortar fire. And they are done. Okay. So now it is my turn. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to activate big Titan time. Let's go ahead. Let's just do Titans. What did I give them? Surprise, surprise. Take aim.
About that.
Oh, a ruse. I like it. An enemy Vox net subverted at the start of the action phase. That's okay, but you play this at the start. That's no problem. Pick an enemy detachment. So you would have picked this one here.
Yep.
I have to replace the order it's issued with a different order. Okay, so I'll just do an advance then, which makes sense. I don't have a green one, but they're going to go to advance instead of take aim, which means they don't get +1 to hit. Sadly, of course, most of the targets are not obscured right now, which is going to be good, but at least they get to move now. Excellent. Well, fine. I'm going to move then. Fine. Actually, that's a really cool card. No, whatever you want that detachment to do has to be something different. Uh-oh. See, but if I would have known that was in the deck, I could have probably been like, I'm going to give it an advance, and then switch it to a, you know what I mean? It would have been really cool. Okay. So with that, let's dive into some moving then. Moving Titans. I wonder how far they move. Well, they move. This moves like 24, 28. I couldn't really see in the dock that I had. Then they move 36 and fly. Awesome. So I'm trying to keep them all within command range of the Phantom. However, I've decided to move this one there, starting to flank the enemy. This one's going to get into base to base with the Reaver Titan, just to make sure the Reaver has to fight him in close combat. Titans are not, they're not stopped by being in combat to shoot, which means you can shoot, and after you move, normally with an advance you can shoot or fight, but Titans get to shoot and fight when they do an advance. So I'm going to be able to shoot. I can even shoot out of combat or whatever I want, and then fight in here as well. Okay, so let's do some shooting. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and start with him. I'm going to do all the pulsars are going to go into one of the bells over here. So I'm going to do all the pulsars. Well, let's see how many guns I have. I am going to do the rockets, though, into the aircraft. Okay, so I'm going to start with him. I'm going to go ahead and do one pulsar is going to go into the wounded one. One pulsar is going to go to the unwounded one over here. And then the Cloudbird rocket launcher is going to go into your flyer. And then I'm going to attack your Titan with my feet.
All right.
One pulsar into the wounded on 2s. Nice. 3 hits. And I think decent. So one large blast marker onto the wounded guy. One pulsar into the unwounded guy. 3. I think that is one large blast marker as well. Nice. So Cloudburst gets +2, so still hitting on 2s against your supersonic flyer. Ooh, only 1. Well, you could have aimed better. And that is a blast marker. And then his Titanic feet, which is going to be 4 attacks hitting on 4s, because they're not the best in close combat. So hitting on 4s into your Reaver Titan. 2 hits, and then on 5s. 1 large blast marker. As he kicks you in the shins. Haha, take that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now we'll do the other Revenant Titan. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 pulsar on this one, 1 pulsar on this one, and then the rocket pod is going to go into your aircraft. 1 pulsar into the unwounded Plagueburst Crawler. 3 hits. That seems to be pretty standard. And 1 small blast marker.
All right.
1 pulse into the back one. Ooh, all hit this time. Nice. I'll reroll one of these if I need to. Well, that's 3 blast markers on this one. So 1 large and 1 small. And the Cloudburst rocket launcher on 2s and on, I think it's 8s. So you take 1 large, and I owe you 1 more, and 1 small. So that flyer goes to 3 large blast markers. So heavy firepower going into this detachment of Plagueburst crawlers. And the flyer, trying to secure the flank over here. So now it's time to shoot Big Poppy, the Clean Man. Mr. Clean. We said he was Mr. Clean for this game.
Yes, he is.
That's right. I love that. Hashtag Mr. Clean. So the D-Bombard is gonna still shoot at the Titan. The Titan duel must continue. The Dire Pulsar is going to shoot this one. The 2 Bright Lance is going to shoot this one. I'm going to do 1 rocket unit here, 1 rocket unit here. 2 D-Bombard shots. He hits. And on 3s. Ooh, only 1. So that's only 2 large blast markers from the D-Bombard. Blam, blam.
Oop, hold on.
So the Dire Pulsar now into that guy. 2s. Ooh, choo, 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 choo.
Oh dear.
Nice. Take 2 large blast markers.
Ouch.
Aha! 2 Bright Lances into this one. Pew pew! And this Titan has a lot of guns. 1 small, that turns it into a large. So the Cloudburst rocket launcher is going into this one over here. 2s. Okay, and needing 8s to try and wound him. That is 1 small, which will turn that
to a large.
And then the Void Storm missile launcher. Ooh, it's a little better than the other one. So 2 still. This one needs 7s instead of 8s. Oh my gosh, 2 large blast markers on that. Oh,
I ain't even mad.
yeah, rockets. Yeah, yeah, take that. Take that.
Getting your revenge.
I totally am. I'm dinging their bell. Ha!
I appreciate that. That was good.
Thank you. I think about these, I write them in a notebook. Every once in a while, I get to use them, and it makes me happy. Well, that is it for the detachment of Titans. That's my big guys. I guess you get to figure out yours now. You still have, I only have 1 more detachment to go, and you still have a ton of detachments. The number of activations the Death Guard have are a lot more than mine, so I'm trying to get rid of activations by trying to take out full detachments, right?
Yep.
Now, I can't kill that captain right now, but at least if he doesn't have a detachment to command, 1 little infantry dude on an apocalyptic battle is not nearly as intimidating. Okay, Titan time. What's he gonna do? Ah, of course, advance, yes. Good, so he can shoot and attack in combat. So fisticuffs first. I like this. So the big claw is gonna attack my poor little Titan. That is, not the wounded one. This Titan is full wounds. So 4 attacks from the Titan.
4.
The chain fist gives him ×2 attacks. 8 attacks. Now he does hit on 2s. It's a little hit on 4s. It's a little unwieldy as it's a giant fist.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's see if he can hit the Revenant Titan. Or is the Revenant Titan going to be live? The Revenant Titan only dodges 2. That's 6 hits. So it's on 3 pluses, and because it's an Apocalyptic Destroyer, every wound will do 4 blasts, which is 2 large blasts, and you have to roll 6 wound rolls. And 3s. Okay, that's all 6. So that's going to be 12. 12 large blast markers. Uh-oh, poor little Titan. Amazing. And a mountain of damage as he takes 12 blast markers. Whew. Revenants only have 10 wounds. That's really dangerous. Okay, well, there you go. So I guess he now gets to shoot with his other guns. So the rocket launcher is going to actually turn tail and shoot at the Cabalite warriors. And then the pulse laser destroyer will turn and fire at the large Eldar Titan. Okay, so the rocket launcher into that one raider across the other side of the battlefield.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay, 3 hits. 8s to wound. Ooh, 1 large blast on that raider.
I'll demech him and start a fight.
Yeah, that's right. All the way over here. Yeah, definitely want to try get the Dark Eldar on the ground. The Dark Eldar don't like touching the ground, other than the Grotesques and Urien. But Urien's goal in life is to see how many times he can die. That's his goal in life. 3 shots at the obscured Super Titan.
So hitting on 3s because he is speedy, right?
That's right. They have like force fields that like mirage them, basically.
Yeah,
so it's hard to see them. The
yeah.
stealth technology.
I get void shields, you get
Obscured all the time. Yeah, exactly.
All right, roll that beautiful bean footage. 3 plus.
Ooh, 3 hits. Nice. So 5 ups, but every wound will be a large blast because it's just a destroyer, so it becomes 2 blasts essentially.
Yep.
So it's half as effective as a apocalyptic destroyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So 1, 2 large blasts onto my Titan. He's taken 5 large blasts this turn. But that one, of course, takes the cake with 12.
Yep.
So we also have Titanic feat, which we forgot, because you get to attack with all your close combat attacks in combat. Now, technically, you have to shoot first and then fight, but we decided to do the fight first because it's cool. And we wanted that. He's like, get out of my way. And we'll do that as well. Awesome.
All right.
Okay, so 4 attacks.
Hitting on
4s.
4s.
Into my Titan. Ooh, all 4 hit. That Titan might not be long for this world. Wounding gun.
Let me double check.
And 5s to do damage. That's 1 large and 1 small. 14 blast markers on this Titan so far. Awesome. Well, it's my turn, which means I have 1 more detachment to do, and then you get the rest of the detachments. So I'm going to go ahead and do Illic. Illic's actually going to take a pot shot and snipe out that character back there. Then I'm going to go ahead and shoot everything else into your big Titan.
All right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and use Smite before I carry out their action, which is aim, right? So, or stay still and aim. So Smite, I pick a Psyker. I pick 1 enemy unit within 36. Well, it'll be the closest enemy unit, the big Titan. Mm-hmm. I roll a d12. On a 2+, you take 1 blast marker, and on a 7+, you take 2 blast markers.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
He rolled a 6, so you just take a single blast marker,
Small
which should
blast.
help against your void shields.
Yep.
Now, we are playing in the middle of a warp storm, so using psychic powers is dangerous.
Yes.
So, do I get to keep Smite for next turn on a 7? I
Yes.
do. Goes back into my hand, and does something horrible happen to my Psyker? No.
Oh.
He stays alive. He controls the perils of the warp at bay. Our Avengers get 1 shot. So just 1 little shot. Hits with the +1, and does nothing. Illic Knight Spear gets 1 sniper shot into your little attack character over there, hitting on 2s. She hits.
All right.
And needing 4s to wound you. Take 1 blast marker
Small
on
blast?
that character. Yep.
All right.
And that is that. I am done. I am complete. I am spent. You get to, hopefully, I'm hoping that plane goes away, so that'll remove 1 of your activations for the 3rd turn. I'm hoping that detachment is crippled or disappears to really take away another activation, which will then hopefully even out the activations a little bit more. But you still have the Dreadnoughts, the Plague Marines, the little flies, the Petunia, the Powerpuff Girls, and then you still have Typhus and his horde of zombies. Okay, let's see what you do with them. The zombies took a double move or a charge action, so they're just moving 8 inches up. Slowest zombies in the world, but they're piling in, putting a lot of pressure on that objective. Typhus leading the way over here. The Powerpuff Girls moved into the middle. They can't really shoot anything right now, but they're going to be, as soon as you pop the Raiders, they're going to be in a position to really flame some stuff. And then the Dreadnoughts, they moved up 5, but they do have guns. They're a bunch of last cannons, so let's see where they go.
I'm with what I'm within range of, because I might shoot at either the Flyers or the Titans.
Cool. So all of the last cannons are going to shoot into the Phantom Titan. I don't know, why would you want to shoot the giant Titan on the table? Why? How dare you? Hitting on 4s thanks to the Revenant Titan's force fields.
Twin link blast cannons away. Okay. Only 2 hits.
Ooh, okay. Gonna hit me from all the way over there into like a mirage. You know, like it's gonna be hard for you to hit them. 2 of them. Okay. 5 pluses. Ooh, only 1 small blast marker onto the Titan. Blue, and you have 1 more detachment to activate, and that is the Plague Marine Horde. They advance. Okay, we'll show you where they end up. So they're all going to shoot at the Flyer again. So the bolters first.
Okay.
Sorry, no, the Blight launchers first.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. All right, here we go. Ooh, sorry, let me.
Bunch of attacks. 12 dice.
4. Hitting on 4s.
Yep, no rerolls here. They wound on 7s, 6 of them.
All right. Here we go.
Rerolling 1s to wound for Heretic Astartes. That's 1 large, 2 large, 3 large blasts. What? Oh my gosh, you did not want that Razorwing to survive. You're killing it with a Plague Burst launcher. It's like you shot disease at it. And it's just corroding the plane. Its airframe's gonna just disintegrate. It's gonna fall down. Oh, I don't think it'll survive that.
No, I don't.
Okay, you still have all your bolters, which you can also shoot.
Let me check.
14 bolter shots shooting at that one Razorwing just 4, to 6, really 8, make sure 10, it's 12. Dead. Okay, hitting on 4s. 7 hits, wounding on 8s. You know, he's already dead, Jim. He's already dead.
There's no kill like overkill.
Rerolling 1s, especially in Apocalypse. You just really need to make sure things die.
Let's see.
1 large blast.
Yep.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Razorwing Jet Fighter Squadron Leader. I think somebody's getting promoted.
Talk to me, Goose.
That is it for turn number 2. Now, I believe we go into the damage phase. So I'm going to go ahead and use a stratagem called Hold at All Costs, which will make that grotesque unit objective secured. So they will be able to hold that middle objective unless you also have objective secured, which you do not right now.
Not at the moment.
Which, at the moment, should give me the 3 objectives to get a point and tie the game. Which I'm really looking forward to. Hold at all costs grotesques. I have no idea how that's possible with grotesques, but it happens.
It works.
Okay, Urien has made them very important. We have to start the damagey stuff. Nice, nice. Okay, so I have to use this at the start of the damage phase. I'm going to go ahead and use Fortune, which is a psychic power. So I get to pick 1 unit within 24, which could be 48 in the Warp Storm. I'm going to pick that unit.
All right.
Okay. So for all of its damage, it gets to roll D12s for its saves instead of D6s.
Okay.
Which means I would hope to keep it alive, essentially. Now, it is a psychic power, which means, do I get to keep it for the next turn? I do. It goes back
nasty.
into my deck. However, it is a Warp Storm, so does something terrible happen to my Farseer? No, it does not. He controls the power. He is Fortune. I'm just going to make sure I put that dead, remember? And you know what? Let's start with him. Because if he does die, even if he's Fortune and then explodes, he can put more blast markers on your Reaver Titan.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 saves. Oof. These are 10. Okay, needing 5s to save this Revenant Titan. So he fails one. What? He fails one save. Oh my god! And then I do 3 more. He only failed one save! Oh,
I ain't even mad.
Fortune! Yeah, he's like, paint me like my friend. Paint me. Finish me. Please! You know what? You're getting finished, buddy. You were attacking ghosts the whole time, Reaver Titan. The whole time it was a ghost. Ah, I love it. So cool. Now you get to do it for one of your super heavies, which
But
would
first,
be your
Void
Titan.
Shield removes a small blast.
That's right. Little blast marker goes away from the smite, and there are 3 saves for you to make. So 3 saves on 5s.
Nothing.
And okay, he takes 3 more wounds. I love the fact in Apocalypse that you do damage at the end of the turn, so that even during a turn you get to play with your fun toys, even if they, like my Razor Wing Jet Fighter, has taken a whole bunch of damage, probably gonna die, but at least we got to use him, you know, like it's so cool. So 1, 2, 3 more wounds. He's taken 8 damage so far. I do have to go to my next Titan, which is my Phantom. He did take 6 large and 1 small. He, however, is not fortuned, so have to roll normal saves. So he takes 3 more wounds. Well, that's me, so he's down. He's taken 7 wounds now. You've taken 8 now. No, you've taken 7 as well.
Yep.
So the big Titans doing some damage to each other, the little Titans doing their job and holding the line against the big Titans. Now you get to pick somebody to do detachment to do damage against.
We'll do this one real quick.
Okay, I like it. Bing over here, he owes 4 large blast markers.
I think.
So 5 up saves, 4 of them on D6s. He takes 3 of them. He does have a 6 plus feel no pain.
I'll need to make 2 of them.
You do, to try and keep him alive. And he
Missed
does
by $1.
go down.
Let's see, how does he go kaboom?
Now, there's nothing to roll for damage or explosions, because only Titans go boom in this game. Okay, who's next?
Bang.
Bang. Okay.
He's got 1.
2.
2. excuse me.
Large.
Yep, sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so 5 ups. Nothing.
He takes both of them. And he does also go down.
No,
that extra,
no,
because
he-
he'd already taken a wound last turn.
He took a wound? Okay, yep.
Yeah, he's also down.
Let's see if Bong lives to tell the
Okay,
tale.
so that's 3 large and 1 small. 5 ups. He takes 3.
Feel no pain.
3 feel no pains. Does he go down or does he live? He does also go down. The Titans taking out the detachment of Plagueburst Crawlers with a flurry of Pulsar Fire. And then your captain owes me 1 save. 5 up save on the captain on a D12 because it's a small blast marker. Does he save? He does not.
Takes a wound, but I think he's got 2.
He does have ignore damage on a 6, only 1 wound. The captain lives! He lived! That's a warlord too. I was hoping to take away some of your card ability. Ah, he stayed. Oh well.
I'm not dead yet.
He's not dead yet at all. His Nurgleness kept him alive. Awesome. Raider has a 7 plus save. Large blast marker just takes a wound. They have 2 wounds each, so
Okay.
1 Raider has 1 wound. 1 wound on this Raider over here, and the large blast marker goes away. So he does not have an ignore damage. However, he does have a 5 up save, and he's already taken a wound. So 3 5 ups.
3 5 ups?
He's actually an armored flyer.
I only see 2 blasts.
There's a 3rd one underneath. It's stacked.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Ooh, he does take 2 and will go down in a bowl of flames. Well, my flyer has taken 4 large blast markers and 1 small. I'm just going to roll the ignore damage on the 4 large ones. If I make 3 6s, I'll roll the save. No, he dies.
All right.
And he used to be the commander, and now he gets promoted to be commander of the detachment. Not a warlord, just a commander. Mortarion and friends. Okay, so in damage, you just have 1 small blast marker on here, and then a small and a large on this Demon Prince
Okay.
over here.
Blast. Let's get the big die.
Yep, that's
5
just
up.
a 5 up on the Demon Prince. He does take a damage. Does he ignore it?
They have an ignore as well?
Yes, they do.
Yep, nice.
Get 6 up.
Death Guard Demon Prince.
Let me check real quick. I think it's 6 up, but
We'll see. He might have taken a wound. He does take a single wound, and he's got 1 wound remaining. Neat. Okay.
and now we take 1 on him.
Yep, so 1 small, 1 big. On 5s. Ooh, he's going to fail both.
Let's see if
Let's see if I take down a Demon Prince. And I do. Haha, he goes down. Good job, Grotesques. We got him dead. So this Grotesque unit was already wounded. I do owe you a small, a large and a small. They have a save of an 8. So I can only save the small one, but it's a +1 thanks to Urien, so a 7. That is a 9, so I do pass the small one, and then I just owe you 1 ignore damage on a 6+. Nope, that Grotesque unit will die.
all right.
That's dead. And then I do have a Talos. Now the Talos has taken 2 large blast markers, so it's a small dice. They have a 5-up save, but Urien makes it a 4+ save.
Nasty.
Yeah, they're very tough. 1 wound goes through, and do I ignore it? Ignore pain? I do not. He does take 1 damage. So that Talos still alive with 1 wound remaining. That is my detachment, my pain detachment. So 1 large blast marker on the front unit of Plague Marines.
5 up. Nope. Let's see if you feel no pain it.
Yep.
Nope.
They do not. They take a damage. So that's that detachment, and we have 1 more detachment to figure out: the zombies. The front unit has 1 small and 3 large. So you do have a save of 11, I believe.
Yes.
So 1 small, which you do get to try and save against.
Why not?
Nope. So 4 ignore damages on 5s for the zombies. So 5-ups to try and save them. 4 5-ups.
I also think that there's some extra damage over there because of Morty.
Yep. No, actually, we'll roll that.
Yeah, we'll roll that in a
because
minute.
he actually has a stench aura.
Yeah.
Which I guess we should roll. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, here we go.
5s? No, that's 3 damage on the first horde of zombies. Does
think
go
they're
down
Yep.
because they were already wounded. 4. That's 20 zombies gone. But that took 2 turns to try kill them. 1 small save on them. Nope. So 3 feel no pains on that unit.
Shrug it.
Shrugging it. And they only take 1 damage. Oh my gosh. These zombies are really annoying. I love it. But that's what zombies do, right?
Exactly.
They just exist. This front unit of zombies takes a wound marker. Okay, so technically this happened at the end of the action phase. So he's going to roll a 7 for every one of my units. And on a 7+, they take a blast.
10, actually.
On a 10+.
10 plus. I placed
Oh,
1 back
okay,
marker.
okay. It's within 7.
Yes.
10+. Okay, so 10+ is to do blast markers.
All right, so how many?
So we're going to do the big grotesque unit.
Nope.
The Kronos.
Yes.
Yep. The Urien. Yep. The this Talos. Nope. This Talos. Nope. And then this Talos. Yes. Okay. So let's do some saves. So that would actually force me to take a few more saves. So I have to try and take Urien. So he has a 6+, goes to a 5+. Small lost marker. He's okay. Then we do the Kronos. He's okay as well. Then we do the Talos. He's okay as well. Okay, so a couple, but very scary, because if I fail that with Urien, and Urien fails his it will not die, he just dies. So that would make that detachment very sad. And that is the end of turn number 2 for the Apocalypse. How are you feeling, Clay?
Feeling good, feeling good. I mean, things are getting dicey, but we're here with Apocalypse, where it's not for the faint of heart.
That's right. It's really fun, actually. I'm having a ton of fun so far. We've got a fight in the middle to do a recap. Morty and the Coven units are just duking it out in the middle. The Grotesque were able to snatch the middle objective at the end of the turn from the Dreadnought host, allowing the Dark Eldar to get a point, tying up the game in terms of victory points. We had a Titan duel over here where the Reaver Titan was pulled in to fight an illusion of a Titan. And the Titan survived thanks to fortune, as well as the entire flank of firepower on the Death Guard
force getting absolutely obliterated by the heavy firepower of the Eldar. However, on this side of the table, we have the horde of Plague Marines and zombies that could very well overwhelm these objectives towards the late game and give the Death Guard victory as we move into turn number 3. Take a look at the table on turn 3. Look at that, we've cleaned it up, got everything ready to set up. We've got Mortarion fighting, we've got the Plague Marine horde, we've got the just fighting happening all over. It's really cool. And with that, we go to our initiative. Okay, you win ties though.
Okay, let's see what I get. 3.
Oh.
I finally get the initiative.
You do. You do get to pick the first thing to activate, which is okay because now you have you still have this as a detachment, but it's not really too much of an activation.
His only job is to generate command cards.
I love it. That's his job. That's a good job.
That's his only job.
So let's go around. We're going to go ahead and put our action stuff down. Okay, so here we go. We've got reinforcement stage, and the Death Shroud are going to come in and help Mortarion. Awesome.
How does it?
So the Death Shroud are going to be showing up over here, teleporting in, ready to potentially do a charge and slash get in and get involved. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use one of my cards, Webway Portal. So I get to roll a d12. I need to roll a 5+. If I do, that unit of grotesque you kill comes back as its own detachment.
Nasty.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, I do get to bring them back. And out of the webway pops another unit of grotesques. I'm going to make sure they're on this side, near this objective. Just 9 inches away from a big Titan. And the Dreadnoughts. They're going to go more like this side over here. Yeah. Now we generate our command assets. You still have 4. I still have 3. I've really tried to get rid of one of your commanders. But you now have 14 cards in your hand.
10.
Oh, okay. So you'll be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you don't have to discard cards at the end of the turn, but if you had more than 10 by the end of the turn, you'd have to get rid of cards.
I suspect I'm about to go through a lot.
I love it. This is the crucial point of the game, turn number 3. Now we get to put our orders down.
Right.
Well, Nurgle gets the initiative. What are you going to do? You're in thought process right now. You're thinking, you're exploring your brain. What do you got?
I've got a couple of tough calls ahead.
Yes, you do.
All right, we're going to open up with the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. Where are they? Oh, they got an advance order, so move and then shoot and or fight. Where are they going? Going to flame some grotesques, I see.
Yep.
Sneaky. There we go. They're just going to get up real close to these grotesques and just start flaming them. Okay. That sounds about right. So that's just going to be 6 hits onto the grotesques, wounding on 5s. 6 on 5s, rerolling 1s for being Astartes. So you did 1, 2 large blast markers. So there we go, 2 large blast markers, and they have activated.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and activate. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and activate Urien and his boys. Let's go. So this Talos is still in combat with both of them, so I don't need to move him.
Yeah.
He's just going to fight. Then the grotesques, I'm not sure what they want to do. I think because of the fact that you gave them something to charge, you might just charge into them so that nothing else can shoot them, which I think will keep them alive at least one more turn, which will be really useful. And then I need to tie up Mortarion. So I think one of my Chronos might actually just go and tag Mortarion just to stop him from moving. This is probably an assault, which means they get double move. So I'm going to see how far they move, and I'm going to try and end outside of their double move just in case, so I don't get charged by a bunch of Terminators. So with the assault order, I move the grotesques in to fight the Plagueis, the little blight drones. Then we have the Chronos moving up on the side, as well as Urien, keeping everybody within 6 for his bonus. Then I have this Talos sacrificing himself dearly by fighting Mortarion, and this Talos just staying in reserve as well, ready to come on and fight as well. So I do have the Haywire, so the Haywire is going to go into the big tank. Actually, no, the Haywire is going to go into that Dreadnought back there. Okay, so Talos, I'm going to do my Haywire Blasters. So 2 Haywire Blasters shooting at that Dreadnought. 1 hit, and needing a 4. Nope. Okay, good. Then the Twin Liquefier Gun, 2 hits over here, needing 7s to wound these Terminators.
That's one large blast on the Terminators. Now, Terminators have a 4+ save. They're one of the toughest things in the entire land. They're really, really good. So then this is going to shoot its flamer at this little Plague Burst Crawler guy, or fly, and then the blast is going to go into the Terminators. So we've got the Spirit Vortex, 1 shot, hitting on 3s. Nope. And then the Spirit Siphon, 1 automatic hit, needing a 9 to wound. Oh, it does not. Nothing from that. And then we'll do some combats. So let's go ahead and do this Talos is going to fight this Demon Prince that's already wounded. 2 attacks from the gruesome close combat weapon. 1 hit. And 7+ with +1 to wound. Rerolling 1s. That is 1 small blast marker on
All right.
This one here has 2 gruesome close combat weapons. So 4 attacks hitting Mortarion. 3s, 2 hits. And then needing 6s, rerolling 1s. So 1 small blast marker on Mortarion. And then we do the grotesques into the 2. So I'm going to basically split half and half in number of attacks. So 2 flesh gauntlets on each one. We'll start with that one. 2 flesh gauntlets on 3s, 1 hit, needing a 10 + 1, 9, rerolling 1s. 1 small blast marker on that one. Now we do the monstrous cleavers on 3s. That'd be 5 hits. And normally needing 8s, so needing 7s, rerolling 1s. Ooh, rerolling 1s, very nice. So that'd be 1 small and 1 large, so that's 2 large blast markers in total.
Gotcha.
On that one. And then the other half of the attacks into the other one. So 2 flesh gauntlets, 1 hit, needing a 9, 1 small blast marker. And then the monstrous cleavers. Ooh, all 6 hit this time. Needing 7s, rerolling 1s. No rerolls, but that is 1, 2 large blast markers. So that one has 2 large and 1 small. And there you have it. That detachment is done as they stem the tide in the middle of the table.
All right, they're assaulting.
Okay, Morty and company. So they only move 4 inches, so they're actually really slow. Even at a deep strike, they can't really charge anything. poor, very, very slow Terminators. So they're just going to kind of move up, I guess, and stay close to their command. Okay, so both Demon Princes are just going to fight that one Talos that's still kicking. So we have 4 of them attacking on 2s. Nice. Hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Nope. And then 6s. 6s to wound, re-rolling everything thanks to Morty.
And I'm going to need it.
Yeah, going to need a couple of re-rolls there. And you do only 1 small blast onto that Talos. In the middle of the fight, there's this is going to be a mess until the entire horde of Plague Marines takes over in turns 4 and 5. Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Morty gets 4 attacks.
To fight too.
I think Morty gets 4 attacks.
Nice. So he has a super heavy keyword. He can shoot, but because you did a charge, technically you
I can't.
But he can actually. No, you can't because you're super heavy. I'm pretty sure if you do a charge, you can also shoot as well.
Let's look that up real
super
quick.
Heavy. Sorry, only aim, fire, and advance. So if you aim, fire, you can fight and shoot.
Okay.
If you advance, you can fight and shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you want to advance? Do you want to change that to an advance? Since then you can also then shoot your flame pistols.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Okay.
If you'll give it to me, I'll take it.
I definitely will give it to you.
Okay.
They're just going to go 4 inches back this way, and they have 1 target, which is that Talos.
Yep. And
Okay, Morty, who are you shooting at?
that is a good question. Let's see what the lantern's stats are. Oh,
He's going to shoot my Titan. I am obscured, though.
so I'm hitting on 3s,
Yes.
but reroll 1s because Morty. Or
Demon Princes or whatever, yep. He misses.
Oops. Well, aim to see.
Morty fighting a Talos. Oh, all hits. 5 ups to wound, re-rolling all wound rolls because of Morty's super aura of doom. So that would be 1 large and 1 small and 2 large. Do that again!
Slice!
There you go. Yeah, blam. That Talos might be short-lived. It is my turn now. So what do I want to do? I think... So I'm actually really happy I started doing damage to these guys over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this unit before the Poxwalkers get too close so I can make sure they don't charge me, essentially. And because the flame things are out of commission, I think I'm going to disembark my Kabalite warriors. And Archon Khal is going to finally hit the table. We forgot the flamers over here. 10s, rerolling 1s. That's 1, 2, so 1 large and a reroll. 1 large blast marker on that talus. There we go. Okay, so now all the talus have been taking damage. Morty's taking damage. The grotesques are. This is great. Okay, so back to here. I did advance. So I put a little screen up in case you seize the initiative next turn to at least stem the tide of a bunch of zombies. And then everybody else is going to shoot. So let's start with the 2 Dark Lances, shooting at the 1 Blight drone that is not in combat.
Okay.
So needing to hits. Both hits.
All right.
And 5s to wound, or 4s to wound, whatever it is. 1 large blast marker.
All right.
So I've seen how you roll saves on these guys.
Feel no pain was my thing back in the day.
It's so good. So they have 1 wound. They have 3 left. So I'm gonna try and put a bunch of blast markers on this unit and at least try to take out 1 more unit of zombies.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this unit of Cabalite Warriors. They have rapid fire rifles and then a rapid fire splinter cannon. So just going to go into that closest unit. Rolling bit. Rerolling 1s. Ah, thank you, my lord. Ah, didn't matter there. So 5. And 5s. 1 large, 1 small.
All right.
Right on this one here.
Okay. Yep.
The venom's going to go into that same target. Rerolling 1s. Thank you, my lord. Only 2 hits. And 1 more small, turning that into a
large blast.
And then the other unit of Cabalites has to focus on that same unit. Thank you, my lord. Okay, an extra hit, nice. And 5s. So that's 1 large and 1 small. Another large and another small.
On it.
That is the entirety of my Cabalite detachment, because the Slith doesn't have any guns for range in Apocalypse. So far, I put 3 large and 1 small. So I still have to do more damage to that unit to make sure it dies. But I don't really have much on this flank that can do that, because they might just get swarmed. There's not enough turns to do damage to this unit. So we'll see what happens. Who are you doing? The Dreadnoughts?
Yep.
What did you give them? Ooh, an advance order. So move and shoot. Okay, so the Dreadnoughts have moved up. Where are they going to shoot?
They are going to shoot at the Scout Titan.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. So it is at that one in combat with your
Yep.
Reaver Titan. Makes sense. So it is obscured, however, because of the sneaky shenanigans, but at least one of them is now within range of a Demon Prince to get some rerolls.
Yep. So Demon Prince within range of, or the one within the range of the Demon Prince.
On 4s, rerolling 1s. So 1 hit. The other ones, that's 2 hits. Needing 5s, rerolling 1s, thanks to Heretic Astartes. That's 1 blast marker that will hit the Titan. There we go, Titan, blam! Takes 1 wound.
Shot at the plane.
At the plane? Yeah, that plane's still alive. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge with these grotesques. Let's go. Let's go. They go 14 inches with their double move.
Ooh, nested.
They came out of the webway gate. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Let's go. Love it. Okay. They're like, let's just try and kill one of your commanders. I think that's a very Drukhari thing to do.
Yep.
Wait till they're isolated and then attack. So I do have 2 little flesh gauntlet attacks. 3s, 1 hit. And then 6s. 1 blast marker so far. And then the monstrous cleavers. 5 hits. And needing 5s for the monstrous cleavers. So 1. So that's 2 large. So 2 large and 1 small on your lord. There we go. Blap, blap, blap. That is what those grotesques have done. Your turn to do something.
Decisions.
So you still have Big Titan, the Plague Marines, and this guy,
Yep.
and the zombies. Who's next?
The zombies.
Okay, what are they gonna do?
Double move.
Very cool. They're just gonna shuffle up like the zombies that they are. Let's see where they end up. Okay, there we go. They moved up. So this zombie block is in danger of getting nuked because they've taken some fire. This is completely fine. These 2 are completely fine. And Typhus is completely fine as well. There's a psychic power being used. Which psychic power is it going to be?
Death.
And who is going to use it?
Death Hex.
Oh, no,
used
it's not
by-
that hex. It's
No?
wrong one. Infernal Gaze.
Nice. Who do you want to use it on?
Typhus.
One psychic unit. Select a point on the battlefield with an 18. Draw a line from any part of that psyker to the point, and then roll a d6 for each unit the line crosses. On a 4+, they take a blast marker. So I'm assuming you're picking Typhus.
Yep.
Where are you putting the
Straight
point?
across. Let's see.
Back here?
Yep.
Cool. So you'll be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Oh, nasty.
I'll use my
It's a
Wicked.
4 up on d6s.
All right. Rolling.
So the first unit of Cabalites, they are fine. The second unit of Cabalites, they're fine. The Venom takes a blast. The Slith takes a blast. And the Archon takes a blast. So small blast, small blast, small blast. The Cabalites, though, unscathed. Okay, well, that's Typhus. Now, it is a psychic power. So on a 7+, you get to put it back in your deck with the Warp Storm. No, it does get used up. And on a 1, something terrible has happened. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen.
I'm so
we've got a
excited.
few psychers, and this is only turn 3, so it'll be interesting as we move on. Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yep.
I only have the elves over here yet left to go, and I have my titans. So I'm going to wait for the titans. Let's move this unit here. Okay. Illic just moved up a little bit to get a line of sight on the sorcerer that is in the middle of those plague marines. Let's see if we can take the sorcerer out. The Farseer and the Dire Avengers just moved up this way. I'm going to try and just put some firepower into those Terminators. Illic Nightspear shoots Voidbringer. Pew!
Hold on.
Oh, there's a card that might be used here. Can't be done, I believe, during an action, which is a
Okay,
shoot
yep,
action.
sorry. Keep going.
Okay, so then I do hit, so needing a 4. Nothing. Oh, sad. Yeah, I guess the massive Plague Marines made it hard for me to make that shot. Fire Avengers get 1 shot, needing 3s. Hits, and against infantry, it's on 6s. That is 1 blast marker. There we go, 1 blast marker, and then the Farseer is going to go ahead and use a psychic power, which shall be the same one I used last turn, Smite.
Yeah, about that.
Are you going to null zone me or something? You're going to deny the witch. Okay, so how does that work?
This command asset can be used when a command asset that is a psychic power before its effects are resolved.
Okay.
When used, roll a d6. On a 2+, that effects are not resolved.
Sad. Okay, so roll on a 2+. The effect is not resolved. Oh, it does. You decide not to smite. Oh, it's interesting. Does that mean that I have to discard it because the effect wasn't resolved? Or can I still put it back in the back of my deck? Or does I even have to roll to see if his brain explodes? Let's see. So it does say when I use the command asset on a 7+, I do keep it. So do I keep smite? No, smite will go away.
Yes.
That was a 1 though, so whew. And Mortal Peril does not come into play because I did not resolve the effects. So I do not have to see if my Farseer's brain explodes. Well, that's it for my detachment of Aeldari. It is on to you. You still have your Plague Marines and your Titan. And that little dude over there. Plague Marines, advance! Oh, they're just advancing. Look at that.
Yep.
Very straightforward. Plague Marines have moved up, starting to just spread out as the horde of infantry hits the table. So we got 4 units in range of the plane. So trying to hit on 4s with the plague, the spurt launchers or the plague launchers. Okay, couple of hits. And on 7s, rerolling 1s.
Come on, go kaboom.
1 large blast marker.
I'll take it.
Here we go. Blup. And then we've got all the bolters.
Yep.
So that's 2 shots each. That's another 8 bolter shots. Yep, 4s to hit. 8s to wound. Bring down the flyer, they say. 1 small blast marker. Flyer's in danger. Then we have 1 unit that can shoot the Kronos. All the way over there.
All right, so we'll fire the Blight launchers first.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
1 hit. And 7s. Ooh, that's a small blast on the Kronos. 2 bolter shots from that unit as well. Shooting all the way into the Kronos here.
Two
hits. Nicely done.
Odds aren't good, but what the hey.
8s to wound.
Missed by $1.
today. And then one last squad can shoot into the Cavalite warriors at the front, behind all the obstacles, so they will be obscured. 2 blight launcher shots. 1 hit. Blight launchers are 8s against infantry, tanks, but we've been rolling 7s. That's okay. They are 7s into infantry.
Yes.
So let's roll.
I had
see
it
if that
backwards,
one
I'm
hit.
sorry.
The 1 hit turns into 1 wound roll. That is a 4, so nothing into the Cavalites, and then 2 bolter shots. Bolter shots. 4s to hit. 1 hits.
Hope they don't rip us to shreds in the comments.
An 8 into. Yeah, be nice in the comments, folks. We don't play Apocalypse very often. Nothing. Okay. So that is the entire Plague Marine contingent. This plane is in danger. However, it still gets to activate this turn. And it's very much just going to do something like this. I'm going to flip it because they can just move basically wherever they want because they're aircraft in Apocalypse. I'm going to move it there. Going to shoot into the Powerpuff Girls with the Void Raven Bomber. Just the one I can shoot at. The rocket, though, is going into the Poxwalkers that have a small blast marker. So into the Powerpuff Girl. 1 hit. I believe it's a 3 or 4 against vehicles. That is a small blast marker into her. And then the rocket. Missed. And this is the guy that's going to be activating next. Leaving the Titan for last, eh? I see how this is. Awesome. And in combat.
Check.
Yep. He did take a bit of a whooping from the
Yeah.
from the grotesque that popped out of the webway. They were like, rah. Awesome.
Actually, according to this, pause it.
We made a mistake. He shouldn't have had Feel No Pain. But that's okay. For that one turn, he was a Plague Marine. So we made up that rule because he was cool and he was surrounded by Plague Crawlers, but we will remember that he doesn't have Feel No Pain. And that's fine. Whatever. It's all good. Okay, so does he hit? He does.
These gods tend to have things even out.
Ooh, did a wound to my grotesques. Nice.
Kind of.
You had said, ooh, you wanted him to assault. Neat.
Oh, what else could
Well, I guess it's my turn.
about that?
Ooh, you're going to do something fancy, are you?
Gonna do double fancy if I can.
Ooh, yeah, of course you can.
Seize-
One at a time.
Oh, sorry.
So one at a time.
First off, seize the initiative.
Okay, so when your opponent selects one of the detachments, carry out an order. So I'm going to be like, well, this is the only one I have left. Okay, so then you're going to be like, I seize the initiative. And you can choose one of your detachments to an order. So then you pick the last one you have, which is your Titan.
Yep.
You get to do it first. And what's the second order you're going to do?
Trophy kill.
Trophy kill. You pick an enemy super heavy or war monster unit. You can reroll hit rolls. Ooh, who are you trying to reroll hit rolls against?
Who do you think?
Big guy over here. Very,
yep.
very cool. So reroll hit rolls into the trophy kill, and it is Reaver Titan. You're 2 for 1ing me here.
Yep.
Sneaky, strategic play.
I've got to.
Get over here, Dave. Get over here. What are you doing? Okay, bye, Dave.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.
Okay.
Get out of my studio, Dave. So I was so distracted, you got to seize the initiative on me there.
Yep.
Okay, and then you trophy killed my big guy.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, I guess we have Big Titan to go.
Yep.
So the big rockets are going into which unit of Cavalite Warriors? The front or the back?
Which one has a wound?
None of them have.
We'll do them on the front.
Okay, front unit takes wounds, or is going to take the big blast over here. Then you also have your Pulse Laser Destroyer. Where's that going?
Going into the big guy.
Okay, that's where I interrupt you. And then you've got your attacks.
Yep.
So when a unit in my army is picked as a target of attacks, which just happened right now in the shooting phase, I'm going to use Phantasm. Ooh! I can't escape the range of your big Titan. However, I get to pick up my Titan and move it anywhere on the table with it outside of 9 inches of the enemy, as this Titan is an illusion. Surprise! He teleported, basically phantasmed into the nice big hole in the middle of the board there. And that does mean that if they don't move, they'll be out of command next turn, but they're good as of right now. Okay, now you get to do your shooting and stuff.
Well,
that is Phantasm, one of my favorite cards in the Eldar deck. Just being super sneaky.
Correct
with
me
a
if I'm
Titan.
wrong. Oh, sorry.
Now, I am still visible and within range, so you can still shoot at me over there. But now my Titan is there, not there. Nice. Now you get to shoot me.
All right.
Okay, so Apocalyptic rocket launcher into the Catalites over here.
Yep.
Apocalyptic destroyer, 4 shots, hitting on 2s. Ooh, all hit. The Reaper rocket launcher wounds on 8s.
Let's see if I get lucky.
And you got no 8s. Those Cavalites coming under fire, but surviving unscathed. Laser Destroyer at Mr. Phantom Titan over here, who now has a completely different angle and is probably going to get stuck in and starting to fight some Plague Marines over here.
Oh dear. Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Well, 3s, but re-rolling because it's a trophy kill.
Yep. So re-rolling.
Yep. That's 3 hits with the pulse laser. Wounding on 5s. And each one will be a large blast, because it's technically 2 blasts. That's 3 large blasts onto the big Titan. As he phantasms, he gets a few hits in before the phantasm relocates. Now what you've all been waiting for. Power fist time. Chain fist time.
Let's see.
All 8 attacks hitting on 4s though. Last time hit with 6 of them. Whew. See if my Revenant Titan can survive this again. Ooh, gets off lightly this time with only 1 hit. Ooh. He does wound on 3s, so he does
Apocalyptic Destroyer.
That's right. So if that one wounds, it'll be 2 large blast markers on my Revenant Titan. Okay, and that's not a wound. Okay, well that Revenant Titan got off scot-free as the Reaver Titan and the Nurgle tried to seize the initiative, and the Eldar were prepared, as they are, because they're sneaky knife ears.
Yep.
Sneaky elves. Well, guess what? Now it's time for my Titans to return the favor. Let's see what I decide to do with them.
Come at me, bro.
Okay, so here we go. I did give them an advance order this time, so they could potentially move and shoot. Okay, so I'm going to shoot with him. The little rockets are going to go into... Little rockets and 1 pulsar are going to go into one of the Powerpuff Girls that I can shoot, and the other pulsar is going to go into the wounded Dreadnought. Okay, well, pulsar into the Dreadnought. 4 hits. Wounded. So that'd be 1 large blast.
Okay.
Then the other pulsar into the other Powerpuff. 3 hits. And 4s. 1 more large blast. Okay, down to 2 big, 1 small on her as well. Then little Cloudburst rockets. All hit. 7s or 8s. Well, that's going to be 3. 1 small and 1 large. Oof. Turns these into 4 large.
Oof.
Blam! That is really trying to put some hurt onto them. So that's him. And then, of course, little fighty feet into you as well. Oh, yeah, you did forget to do your feet. Go ahead and roll your feet before
Thank you. Yeah, this will be quick.
It's 4 attacks that you get hitting on 4s. Okay, 4s to hit. 2 hits. 5s to wound. Ooh, 1 large blast marker on the Revenant Titan. Then my little feet hit you. 4s. That's 3 hits. And 5s. 1 small. Kick. Hiya! Hiya! Then this Revenant Titan is going to shoot. So I'm going to do 1 pulsar into that Dreadnought. Right. 1 pulsar into the Dreadnought that's up on the top.
Right.
And all the Cloudburst rocket launchers into the Dreadnought at the top as well.
Awesome.
1 pulsar into the Dreadnought that's already taken fire. Ooh, very nice. 4s. 1. 1 large, 1 small.
All right.
Now into the other Dreadnought on top. Pulsar. 3 hits on 4s. 1 small. And then the Cloudburst. 4 hits. 1 small turns into...
A large.
A large and a small. That's this Dreadnought right here.
Yep.
Oh, don't want him to fall over, so I'm going to put it over here. That's right, Dreadnought. This entire middle of the battlefield, just look at all these blast markers. There's just so many explosions and firefights going on. That's one of the coolest things about, you can see where the action has been over the course of the turn, where you see all the blast markers happening. It's just so much fun. Last but not least, the Phantom Titan, rounding out turn number 3. So the D-Bombard, of course, because it is our Titan duel. So I'm going to shoot my D-Bombard. The Dire Pulsar is going to shoot into the Dreadnought that hasn't taken any damage. And then all of the rockets are going to go into the Dreadnought at the top.
Okay.
The D-Bombard, 2 shots. Ooh, only 1 hit again. Whew. On 3s, 1. So you take 2 large blasts. Bam, bam. Just chipping away at you. Chipping away. The Dire Pulsar, 4 shots into the 1 knight And by knight, I mean the little metallic dreadnought, the leader, the commander of that detachment.
Sparky.
3s to wound. That would be 2 large blasts.
Oof.
Odds are they will survive with just 2 blast markers, but you never know. About the 2 bright lances, they're going into the metal one. 2 bright lances as well. 1 hit only. Oop, 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 that fell off the table. And 1 more, so a small blast. The the Void Storm missile launcher into the dreadnought on top. 3 of them. These need 7s, so that would be 1 large. Then the Cloud Storm rocket launcher. 4 hits. These need 8s because the Void Storm is not as good, and that's 1 more large, so 2 large under that dreadnought. And that is it. Look at the amount of blast tokens in this part of the table. Just absolute murder everywhere. So let's go in to the damage phase. So you have to do your Revenant first.
Big guys first. So
Void Shield makes one little one disappear.
Yep.
And that's 2 saves on 5s. 2 saves.
Come on.
He takes 1 more wound. Well, I have to take mine, so I'm going to take my little guy over here. 1 large, 1 small. 5 ups. Oh, he passes both of them. This guy
Is the MVP.
is the MVP of this whole, just holding up the Black Knight, right? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Mortarion and company over here. So you have, I'm gonna try and do this in the right order this time. So Morty has his little stench vat thing. So these grotesques over here on a 10, they don't. Then we'll do the Kronos.
Nope.
Does not. Urien Rakarth does. This Talos right here does not. This Talos right there does not. And the last Talos does not. Only Urien Rakarth will be taking a save.
Morty is weird. He's got some sort of the barbarian plate, or not barbarian.
Yeah,
what
like
do you
his
call it?
super armor or whatever.
Yeah, for the penalty for being critically damaged.
Yeah, okay, so if he takes multiple wounds, he's
Okay.
going to be fine.
Okay.
So he does have 1 small blast marker on him as well.
So he takes a 5 up.
Nice, on a D12. He's like a titan. He is okay. That's very small damage, doesn't matter. And then 1 of the demon princes has taken a small blast as well.
He has a 5 up too.
Yeah, with the D6.
He takes a wound.
Oh no, D12. He takes a wound. Does he ignore them? Yeah, 6 up ignore.
Yeah, I think he does, but let's double check.
Okay. On a 6+, that demon prince will ignore the damage. Let's see if one of more of his demon princes survives or goes down to the Talos. He does not survive. He will go down as he was already wounded. So I have to pick my Phantom. He took 3 large, so 3 big ones on 5s. Oh no, sorry, big ones. 3 small ones on 5s. And he takes 1 more point of damage. So he's taken quite a bit of damage, but he's still functioning. We're doing the Dreadnought contingent over here. They took quite a bit of firepower this turn. So, yeah. So this one's 2 large, 1 small. 5 ups, no ignore damage on these.
At least I don't think so.
Yeah. And he will go down. They have this really cool thing where the Hell Brutes, is that a Dreadnought or a Hell Brute?
They're all Hellbirds.
Okay.
It's just he's modeled as a dreadnought.
Okay, so 3 rolls for each Hell Brute. Well, 4 for them, and for a 6, they get to shoot again, basically. So we'll do the one that just went down, gets to shoot twice. So he's actually going to shoot at the big Titan. Don't worry, if he does any more damage, I'll make my saves and stuff.
Yeah, well.
So hitting on 3s, 4s with the stealth, so nothing there. The one in the middle has 3 as well. 6s.
That's a D12.
Yeah, no worries. Ooh, 1 crazed, so that's a last cannon over there as well.
Yep.
It's a twin last cannon, so 2 shots, right?
Yep.
Yep. That means you get 2 more shots. So roll 4 dice in total.
Oh.
So 1 hit so far, because the other one would have done 2 shooting attacks for a lost marker, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So nothing. So just 1 hit. Yeah, and you do get your rerolls because it is a trophy kill. So reroll that one too. Do you reroll the other 2 that you missed?
I don't think so, but don't
No,
worry
so
about
roll the other ones. Roll 2 more dice.
All right.
2 more rerolls. Let's make sure we get all the guns in here. Nice. Okay, so 4 wound rolls. 5s, 2 wound with the last cannons. And rerolling 1s. So 1 large so far, 1 large. Another 5 up for the Phantom. And he's fine. Last but not least, we have one more Dreadnought that has to take 4 rolls because he took 4 blast markers. Okay.
If I read that right. I mean, do you want to see the rule?
And then 4 for the other one. Whoa.
That one's angry.
He's standing on top of the little objective. He's like, ah!
I am angry.
I am so angry. So that's actually going to be 6 last cannon shots. Yep. I love it. It's so thematic. Like, just explosions everywhere. And they're like going down, still shooting me like chaos.
Again, this has been a thematic game from heck.
It has been. The Eldar trickery abounds and chaos shenanigans. Oh, it's been great.
Again, this is everything an apocalypse should be.
It is. Okay, hitting on 4s, thanks to that. Okay, 1 reroll. That 1. Okay, not bad. And then 5. 5's the wound. The big Phantom Titan. So that's 1 small, 1 large. Okay, 1 small, 1 large. 5s. And that one's saved. And that one's saved as well. Apparently that Phantom Titan also has a horseshoe. You know. This one does die. Blah. Now this one has to roll 2 big and 1 small. 5 ups for the classic Dreadnought.
Come on, Sparky, you can do it.
And he does go down as well. So he goes down as well. Then 3 big and 1 small for the one on top. Oh, so close, but he does
missed
also
by $1.
go down. So even though in their last blaze of glory, they just absolutely shot all the last cannons, they went down. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Void Raven Bomber over here. He has 1 big blast marker, which he can't save, 1 small one, so a 7. He does not. Oh, that's gonna be 2 ignores. If he doesn't roll 1/6, he is going to die. He goes down. Yes. The Void Raven Air Wing has been destroyed. So we forgot to roll for the Terminators over here, so we're just gonna roll those real quick. And then we'll do, I think, the Powerpuff Girls next. Okay, so 1 large, 1 small. They do have a 4+ save and 2 wounds, so...
Plus feel no pain.
Oh, they do have an ignore pain. Okay, nice. They will take 1 damage. Do they ignore it? On a 6+? They do not. They have been wounded. Deny the witch at a very important time because that would have been 2 small ones, which would have been very easy to fail there.
Yep.
Okay, so they've taken a wound. They're still kicking. Now you get to use the only other thing that has blast markers are Poxwalkers and the Powerpuff Girls on your end.
Let's go with the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. So we'll do this one here. 2 large, 1 small.
Flying Hellbrutes.
I like it, but they have a feel no pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hellbrutes did not. Okay. So 5 ups. That is 2 fails, but that is a 6 up. Ignore damage.
Come on.
Oh, she only takes 1 wound and survives.
Yep.
Blossom has taken a single wound. Okay, now we're gonna do that one.
That's Bubbles.
Bubbles needs 2 large. Bubbles. Takes only 1. Does she ignore the wound? She does not. She's also wounded.
Yep.
So wounded as well. Okay, and then we have 4 large.
On Buttercup.
On Buttercup.
Good thing she's the toughest fighter.
There you go. 4 large. She does take all 4. Will she survive?
Probably not.
Oh, she tried, but she does go down. Okay then. Well, that's kind of opens up the middle a little bit there, which is quite nice. So I'm going to go ahead and might as well go over here and do the Cablites. So my Slith is going to do the very bodyguard-y thing and takes D3 blast markers away from the Archon.
Okay, that's what they're there
for. I'm going to take it, turn it into 1 big blast marker. I'm not sure if this means that he has a small plus a small and then he takes it into a big and it turns into, I think that only happens in the damage phase, but I'm gonna quickly check that. I found it. The rule is very clear. So the Slith says remove D3 tokens from the blast markers from the Archon and then place them next to the Slith. Oh no, I have to get glue. And then if there is a small blast marker and you place it next, 2 become a large. So that becomes a large blast marker. So Archon is now not taking any damage. So we've got a couple of, so with the Venom first, let's do the Venom. Venom has a 6 up save, 1 small blast marker. Ooh, that's a 1. Venom only has 1 wound, dead.
Yes, I'll take it.
You shot me with psychic powers, killed the pilot. I haven't ignored damage. On a 6-up, the Venom actually survives. Yay! That's a 6.
Okay, I believe it.
He's back. DI, you're not the only one with cool feel no pains over there. Yeah. My Slith does have a 9+ save. Ha! So he doesn't get a save. But ignore pain. Ah, so close. The Slith does go down, but he jumps in front of the damage and says, "I will save you, Archon." I don't know if the snake can like actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was... That's it for me. The Cabalites have lost a Slith on the flank. Who's next for you?
Let's see. I think the zombies are all that's left.
Ooh, zombies and I think, yeah. The captain on the far corner.
We'll go ahead and get that out of the way because he's probably dead. So.
He's the toughest captain in all of the land. He has 2 large and 1 small on him. 5 pluses. He does go down. As we realized, no feel, no pain. And I've killed a commander, which does take away 1 of your card generation.
Yes, it does.
Of the turn. I'm going to go ahead and do these grotesques over here.
Go ahead.
They have like an 8+, and I roll a 3. They take a wound. So they're wounded, and now it's zombie time. Zombie time! 1 save on an 11+, and then feel no pains. And by feel no pains, we mean like ignore damage or whatever. Nope. So that'd be 4 ignore damages on that unit.
He's
5 ups ignore damage because the Poxwalkers are actually really good in this game. Oh, that's a reroll. That's definitely cocked enough for a reroll. So 2 wounds so far. And, they live with 1!
I'm not dead yet!
Oh, no! But they are critically wounded, so half the number of attacks and -1 to hit. So now they are critically wounded, so that is 1 wound left on that big block, but they are still very much alive. Well, we have this big unit over here. Lots of stuff happening. Oof, okay. Well, let's start with these 2 grotesques. They don't really get a save because it's a 7, so they just get their ignore damages. They take 2 wounds. 2 wounds on them, but they have 4 in a squad of 6, so they're pretty chunky. Kronos is okay with a 7. Urien Rakarth, okay, needs a 5. He's okay as well, still continues to live. Living through Mortarion's stench. Yeah, that's right, I said it, stench. Then this Talos over here that has 2 large blasts into, he's gonna take 2. Ignore damage. Yeah, he lives with 1. Need to make sure I can tie up Mortarion. Ooh, that's good, okay. Now we've got this Talos over here with a large blast. He also takes damage. Does he care? He does. He also takes a wound. My Talos contingent, the middle of the board, in danger of collapsing. And this one over here is fine. So all 3 Talos are on 1 wound, just enough to be annoying for 1 more turn at least. And that is the end of turn number 3. We have 2 more turns to play. And the battle is now in the balance. I was able to steal that objective away from Chaos with 2 of my models, and then I still own this objective over here, and this one, which does give the Aeldari 1 more victory point. So right now it's 2-1 as we move into turn number 4. And then at the end of the turn, I'm going to go ahead and use a card. Oh my goodness, which one do I want to use? Capture and control. I hold this objective, so it will remain under my control until you take it away from me. It means I can move away from it and still hold that objective as well.
Fair enough.
Okay, so with that, how are you feeling going into turn 4 and 5?
It's gonna be tough, but I think if I can knock through them and get the initiative, I think I'll be okay.
Yes, you need the initiative, push the zombies into here, basically collapse this flank, and then get 3 objectives and turn the tide of battle. It's going to be very, very close as we move into turn number 4. Well, turn 4 initiative. This time I win ties.
All
but
right.
it is a D12, so the odds are rather large. Ooh! That means I'm going to go. That was a good roll.
Yeah.
You cannot beat the elf 12. Nice. Nope. Okay. Let's jump into the turn. I still get 3 cards drawn, and now you get 3 cards drawn as well. I have to put out of command range on this Revenant Titan. He's out of 12 inches of my Phantom, so I have to make sure they end the turn in range of my Phantom Titan, or he will rout. So I have to, we have to keep close communication with his detachment. So hopefully he can. Well, we're going to start with them. there's a zombie horde right next to them. They do not want to get involved with the zombie horde at all. So I think I'm going to use two stratagems. I'm going to go ahead and use Slay from the Skies, because they are a flayed skull detachment. So when they do an advance action, their move is going to be doubled. Okay. So they'll get to move twice the speed, so they can go really far, which is what I'm really hoping for. They're going to embark in their transports. The transport's going to move back here and just continue that barrage of firepower into the slow-moving zombies. Winning the initiative was very, very good, because it keeps them alive just for one more turn. The other one I want to do is the Torment Bomb, which is going to happen right now. I'm going to pick a point anywhere that the Archon can see on the battlefield, but it's going to be right here. And essentially every unit within 6 inches of that, I have to roll a d12. And if I roll over your leadership, you take a blast marker.
Sounds good.
Well, let's do Typhus first as leadership 7. He will take no blast marker. And then we have the wounded unit of Poxwalkers. Their leadership 2, that's a blast marker. This one, that's a blast marker. This one, that's a blast marker. And that one, that's a blast marker. A torment bomb goes off and confuses the zombies. I get to shoot you now, so we're gonna shoot. They have 1 wound left and they already have a blast marker on them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do, so I got the 2 Dark Lances. The 2 Dark Lances are going to go ahead and shoot Mortarion, I think. Because oh no, I can't shoot him because of his Supreme Commander thingy.
Yep, he's Stealthy Morty.
I'll shoot Typhus.
Okay.
Sure, let's just shoot Typhus.
Actually, I think he's more than that.
I'll do the 2 Dark Lances into Typhus. Ooh, 2 hits. Oof. They're only 10s into... I need a -1 to hit him, right?
Yeah.
But I need 10s to do damage here. Nope. This Raider is going to shoot everything into...
Light infantry, yep.
Yep, this Raider is going to shoot everything into this unit of Poxwalkers. I'm not gonna fiddle around with that. The entire unit's going to shoot. See, that's why. That's why you focus fire. And 4 on 5s. Only 1. What? That small goes to a large. Well, then I'm going to do the same thing here, except we're going to do all the small guns here, and the rapid fire rifles are going to go into this big one over here. The small rifles are within 12. Okay, 2 hits. And on 5s. There we go, that's more like it. Another large blast on them. And then I've got 2 splinter cannons in there, rapid fire, and 2 splinter cannons in the Venom rapid fire. They're just going to go into this unit, so I'm going to roll them all together because it keeps it simple. 7 of them.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be 1 large and another large because they already had a blast. All right. Okay, so 2 large on them, 2 large on them. And that is it for me. I was able to get outside of range here, so you can't charge me with the zombies. And they're staying nice and hidden on this side of the table. And it is now Death Guard turn. Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick Mortarion and his squad. Flip it over. Double movement.
Blip. And they're going to go, rawr. Yep. Do they want to fight 2? Do they want to go into 1?
2.
2 of them?
We need to chop up as many as we can and free up Morty.
I like it. 8 attacks again from Morty, targeting that 1 Talos he's in combat with.
The elves, Morty.
You gotta
stop the dark elves, Morty.
I don't know, Rick. I don't really know about this.
Oh, he definitely doesn't know. That's a couple of misses in there.
Yeah, but I get to re-roll
1s. Ah, come on. I love it, though. He is the Primarch of the Death Guard. 7 on 5s. 5s.
Yep.
Re-rolling all wound rolls. That's 1 large, 2 large so far. Onto that Talos. And 3 large blast markers on that Talos. Oof. Urian Rakarth is like, yes, my pretties, yes. Hold them up in combat for as long as possible. Demon Prince has 2 attacks into the other Talos that is wounded as well.
Yep.
2 to hit from the Demon Prince. Rerolls. Ooh, and only 1 6 up. He does, 1 small. Death Shroud are the next ones as well. 6 attacks, 3 and 3. 1, remember, this big guy already has 3 large blast markers.
Well, then I'll put them all into the other one.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool.
Because we gotta
try and clear up the middle of the board here. Okay, so 3s hit. Rerolling 1s. Nice. And
4s.
sixes into
Sorry,
tanks.
6. I meant 4.
Five of them hit, wounded.
Oh, 5. Okay.
And the 6s re-rolling because of Morty nearby. That's 3 so far. Ooh, 2 large and 1 small on the other Talos. Ouchies, these Talos taking a hit though, but that's not bad. Okay, so that's all you've got.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Oh, you're gonna use a card. What is this mighty card you are using today? I love the card mechanic. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the cards. This is a very long battle report, but I hope you're enjoying it so far if you're painting or whatever. It's definitely a monster bat rep. Apocalyptic bat rep. 3 to 4 hours long.
Vortex grenade.
Nice. You're gonna death hex now with Morty. Amazing. So it's a 24-inch bubble because of the warp storm. So everything within 24 inches of him has to take -2 from all of their saving throws. Oh, that's gonna sting. It's a very, very, very powerful psychic power.
I've been waiting to use it for the right time.
That's gonna mean a lot of death is coming up. Okay, so with that, first of all, on a 7+, you get to keep it for next turn. On a 7+, you get to keep it. You do, and on a 1, something terrible has happened. Oh, so close! Morty was able to hold the warp storm at bay. Okay, well that was Morty. He's like, all of you are doomed.
I have had enough.
Exactly.
I have had enough.
That's right. He's pointing at the Talos. You're all dead.
I've had it.
Okay. Well, that's actually very, very dangerous considering it's in the middle of a warp storm. Super dangerous. Okay. What do I want to do next? I think I'm going to do something simple. And I'm going to go ahead. And I'm not going to activate my Talos yet. I think I'm going to activate this unit of Grotesques. They have a charge. They're just going to double move up towards this objective. The Grotesques have moved up, and they're just kind of holding that objective now, or helping hold it. And you get to pick the next thing.
All right. Next on the mic is the Powerpuff Girls.
I love it. Where are they going?
They are.
Now, Fly can fall back and still shoot, so they're going to be able to. Basically, I'm assuming they're just doing an advance.
Yep.
Bloop. Good. So they'll fall back and they can still shoot. The Powerpuff Girls move away and they're going to shoot at the Grotesques. Wounding on 5s. That's 4 hits from their Inferno guns, which just means basically torrent in the new 40K. 1 blast marker, 1 small. I'm taking a blast marker. Arg! It's my turn. And before they get lit up by a bunch of Plague Marines, I'm going to activate this detachment, and I will advance. They're just gonna tie Morty up again. Everything's jumping into fight over here. So we got a couple of attacks going places. Okay, this Talos over here is gonna attack you with its gruesome close combat weapon. 2 attacks on 3s. Ooh, 2 hits. Wounding heavies on 7s, but +1 for Urien and rerolling 1s. So 6s, rerolling 1s. Ooh, nice, I like it. That's 2. That's a large blast marker on that Demon Prince. Next, we're going into the Terminators with this Talos. Also 1 gruesome close combat weapon. 1 hit only. Needing 6s as well. That is 1 small blast marker onto the Terminators. This other Talos has 2 gruesome close combat weapons, so he's going to just attack the Terminators as well.
Love it.
3s for him. That's 4 of them. 3 of them hit, sorry. And then 6s as well. And not re-rolling, so just 1 turns that into a large blast marker. There we go. Okay, then we got the Kronos, gets 2 little attacks attacking Mortarion on 3s, and then needing 8s with the +1 re-rolling 1s. Ooh, that's 1 large blast marker on Mortarion. So we'll do the Flesh Gauntlets first. 1 hit. A 9, so it's 10 + 1. That's 1 small blast marker. And then 6 monstrous cleavers on 3s. So 7s into Morty with rerolling 1s. No reroll 1s. 1, 2 large and 1 small. So that's gonna be 3 large blast markers into Morty at the end of that fight phase. That is it. Just an absolute mess in the middle. Total mess. I absolutely love it. But it is your turn. The zombies are gonna activate again. Here they come. There we go, zombies.
Yep.
Move up, there you have it. So you've got 1, 2, 3 units, 4, 5 units on this objective. So as of right now, you're gonna be stealing that away from my 3 units. Unless I can, well, this one might die, so then it goes down to 4. So it's whether or not I can kill them or kill another unit of zombies to solidify this and not let you get your hands on the goo vats.
Yep. Yeah, because if I don't get it, you won.
Because I get 3. Yes, 3 points. Yeah, so we'll definitely see what happens with that. It's definitely gonna be interesting, but in terms of points, I'm not sure if there's a point for killing every detachment that you get that you also killed or whatever, but we'll see as well in there. But in this mission, that might not be the case because it's a random mission. Anyway, I'm gonna activate my Farseer and his friends. Well, this little detachment activates. Illic is in range of Typhus. So let's shoot Typhus. You know what? Actually, no. You know what? No. I'm gonna shoot the zombies. I'm gonna shoot the zombies. I need to put more blast markers on those zombies. And she misses. She would have missed Typhus as well, so whatever. The Dire Avenger shooting into your big knight. 1 hit. Needing, I think, 8s or something. Nope. That's all I'm done. I'm done with that detachment. You have your Plague Marine Horde and your Titan to go as well. A card. Another card.
Maybe.
Maybe.
See here, folks.
Nothing to see here, folks. So who do you want to activate?
Well, there's only one thing I can, and that is my
Plague Marine Horde?
Yep.
Okay. And did you advance them?
I advanced them so they can shoot.
Nice. So all of those Plague Marines are firing onto the Phantom Titan. And their bolters and plague burst launchers are the same against tanks on 8s. So we're just gonna roll it all together. Okay, 4s to hit, thanks to the obscured Titan.
But yeah, no. That's it.
Cool. Okay. 9 on 8s, rerolling 1s. No rerolls, and that's 1, 2. So 1 large blast marker on the giant Titan. Small arms fire, that's that entire detachment of Plague Marines. Okay. Well, I only have 1 detachment to go here, which means I have to activate my Titans. Well, I made them advance, so nothing crazy here. So that's gonna be it. Now, this Titan is actually gonna get involved and probably touch this Titan here, like this. That allows this Titan to fall back, which is what it's going to do, and it's going to fly and land over here somewhere to make sure that I get within command range. I'm going to play a card, Combined Fire. So I have to pick a super heavy detachment, so all 3 Titans, and I pick 1 enemy unit. That one.
All right.
And I can only shoot that 1 unit. But every successful wound will be 1 additional blast marker as they combine their fire onto your Titan, springing their trap. Okay, so let's go ahead. Combine fire into the Titan. That means every single one of my Titans is shooting at your Titan with every gun. Let's start with the little Phantom Titans. So 8 pulsar shots first, hitting on 2s, all hit. On 4s, and every successful will be 2. Nice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 7 large blasts. As he starts just, and then we got the little cloudburst launcher. Okay, they all hit. They need 8s though. And that will put 1, 2, so 2 more large blast markers onto you. Bring it up to 9 large blast markers. I also have my Titanic feet on you there. So 4 attacks hitting on 4s, 3 hits, wounding on 5s. That is 1, wow, that's 4 more. We're gonna say that it only works for shooting because it is technically combined fire, but 4 wounds does mean I get to put 2 more large blast markers on as I kick you with my feet. Okay, now we do the second Revenant Titan into your Reaver with the Pulsars. That's 7 hits. Okay, needing 4s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 5 more large blast markers. And then we've got the little cloudburst launcher. Ooh, only 3 hits. And on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more large blast markers. And a little mountain of blast markers. And now the Phantom Titan is shooting you as well. We'll do 2 bright lances. So 2s, 2 hits. They need 5s. So that's 1 more large blast. 4 shots from the big pulsar on 2s, and then 3s to wound tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 more large blasts. Okay, then we've got the 2 little rocket pods. So first rocket pod, which is the strength 8, the doing it on 8s, 4 hits on 8s. 1, 2, so 2 more large blasts there. And then the Void Storm, so 3 hits. These need 7s though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 5 more, and last but not least, rounding it up, we have the D-Bombard. So 2 shots, 2 hits. On 3s, Apocalyptic Destroyer. So that would be 4, 5 blast markers technically. So that is 2 small and 1 large. 2 large and 1 small. The small will be very good to just offset your void shields.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is it for shooting. Let's count how many I did total. I can't even hold them, there's so many. Combined fire, we did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, one of which is a small. Woo!
That's more wounds than he has to begin with.
It's crazy. Well, that's it. I went out with a bang for my turn 4, so you get to activate your Titan now.
Yeah. Okay, so up last is the Reaver Titan.
Where is he going to shoot? Oh, he has an advance.
Yep.
Nice.
So he can shoot.
Yep. Where is he going?
He's going to shoot the missiles at your tanks over there.
Okay, which one?
The one that's damaged.
Okay, yeah.
He's going to shoot the laser destroyer at the Phantom.
Yep.
And the chain fist is going to go into him.
And Stompy Feet.
Yep.
The rocket launcher. 4 shots into my wounded raider over here. Hitting on 2s. Nice.
He mechs something.
That's right. Try get him out of there. Little transports. Nothing. Okay. The raider holding strong. The pulsar into the Phantom Titan. 3s to hit thanks to the shield. All hit. 5s to wound. That's 3 of them. That's 3 large blasts.
Sorry.
Very nicely done. 3 large blasts over here. Yeah, that's 4 so far. And now combat. Fisticuffs into my Titan.
Not even though it was a 5.
Okay, so 4s to hit.
Come on, take him down.
4 hits this time. And 3s to wound my Titan. Let's go, Phantom. Will you survive as much as your brother did? Ooh, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blast markers. Ouch. 8 large blast markers, and you still have the Stompy Feet. 4 attacks hitting on 4s from Stompy Feet. Two hits.
See if we can add another blast marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you do. 1 more large. That means he's taken 9 large blast markers, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, what a turn. Now let's roll for Morty. Let's see if he does some more blast markers to things all around him. So, the grotesques that have taken 1 blast marker.
I think it's a 10.
Yep. Nope. Urian Rakarth.
Yes.
Again. He takes 1 again. Then we do this Talos. No. The Kronos.
Yes.
Okay, so Urian, the Kronos, not the grotesques, and then 2 more Talos. This Talos over here. No, and the Talos that has just got a little one, yes.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and guess what? I'm gonna try use Fortune again. Oh, because it did stay in my hand after the Warp Storm allowed me to keep it. I'm of course going to put it on this Titan over here. It's going to try and stay alive. So at the start of the damage phase, you're going to use Miraculous Escape. You're going to remove one Blastmaster, one blast. So take a big one, right? Because then the Void Shield can remove the small one.
Yep.
He's going to try and miraculously escape, turning 30 blast markers into 29. Yeah, you never know. It's math. It could come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Because if he dies, at least maybe can explode and then do more blast markers to you.
Yep.
So normally it's 5s with D12s thanks to Fortune, but Death Hex is afoot, which means it's on 7s, because it's -2 to my dice rolls.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. And he survives by taking only 2 more wounds. What a fantastic save roll. He's down 2 more.
Yep.
So he's down to 3 remaining. Okay, Titan, your turn.
How many?
So Void Shield gets rid of 1, and it's 28 rolls.
See if I've got enough.
28 dice on 5 pluses. Now you have taken already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, which means you're down to 16 wounds remaining. Okay,
I don't like my odds.
let's see what happens. Will Nurgle smile upon the Black Knight, or will the Eldar have shot the reactor? 18 damage, and the Titan will go down. Now is the fun part. We get to roll to see if it explodes. On a 6 plus, on a 10 plus, he will explode, and we'll put a blast marker to every unit within 6, which would be that Talos, that, and then that Titan as well. Potentially Illic Night Spear too. He does! He goes boom! Awesome! He doesn't go down without a bang. Fantastic. Okay, so this Talos takes another, this takes a small, and this Titan takes another small as well. Illic is just out of range. Okay, there you go. So I do have this has a blast marker on it again, so I will roll a save again on a 7. Nope, takes another damage down to just from a small blast marker this time. Blam, 4. Okay, you get to pick Mortarion's units. I did use Fortune, so on a 7 I get to keep it. Nope, and on a 1 something terrible has happened. Oh, so close. No, but Fortune has gone away, never to return again. Well, I'll take that. Considering I had Fortune, that was good. But being able to do a Death Hex within 24 inches is madness, and I love it. You have 1 large blast marker on your Terminators.
That's a 4 plus.
That's a 4 plus on a D6. They hold, so they are fine. Then we have, Morty has 3 large blast markers on him. Morty has 3 wounds.
So he is a 5 up.
Yep.
But he has Feel No Pain as well.
Nice. He takes 1 damage. Ignore damage on a
6 up. Let's see if I get lucky.
Nope, he does take a wound. Morty has a wound. And then the Demon Prince, 1 large, 1 small. 5 ups on the Demon Prince. Ooh, he's going to potentially take 1. 6 up, ignore damage. He does not. He takes another wound. He takes a wound, his first one.
Oh.
Okay, that's it for you. So now I have my Lost Titan to do over here. But thanks to Morty, I have 5 large blasts on him, or 4 large blasts. I cannot physically make 7 saves on him with a -2 from Death Hex, so he just takes 4 damage. And because of that, I just take straight up 5 damage, or 4 damage, which means I'm at 12. And now the Phantom is critically damaged. So it halves all his attacks, and he gets -1 to hit with heavy weapons. Hey, who are you rolling for next?
Who have we got left?
Just
Zombies?
the zombies.
All right, yeah, we'll roll for the zombies.
So the one that's already wounded 3 times has to take 2 Feel No Pain saves, or ignore damage, or it will not die saves.
5 plus.
It does go down. That's that big unit gone. They took 2 large blasts, so they have 2 5-ups.
Ready?
Okay, 2 on them. Ooh, they take 2 wounds. Not critically damaged, but they have. And then each of these has to take 1 armor save, so 1 11 plus save, and then, because they just have a small. So in retrospect, actually, killing Poxwalkers, I would just every turn try and put a small blast marker on them every time, and then hopefully whittle them down over time. So on this unit over here first, 1 roll.
Nope.
Nope. And on the second one,
Nope.
nope. And then a 5-up, ignore damage on the one on the far corner, they're fine. And on the one at the bottom, they're taking a wound. So they take a wound, they are fine holding that objective. That's it for you, so now it is this mess over here with the death hex going on. Ouchies. I have one small blast marker on these grotesques, it's an 8+. Urien makes it a 7+, but then it goes to 8, 9+, thanks to the death hex. And they are okay, nice. This unit of grotesques does not get critically damaged. Now we're gonna do Urien Rakarth. He has a 6+, goes to a 5+, goes to a 7+. Does Urien take damage? He does. Okay, Urien, ignore damage. Let's go, Urien, need a 6. He does go down. You've killed one of my commanders.
Yes.
But because of that, and I am the defended ruse, I get to draw a card automatically. Very nice. Technically, I would do Urien at the end. So,
yeah.
Okay. Urien at the end, so I get +1 to all my saves before he goes down. That means he's not going to die until at the end, and then I will take that. Okay, so I have one large, one small, and it's on 4s normally because of Urien, but 6s now because of a death hex. Oh, he's going to take 2 damage. Talus over here. Oh, it takes 1, but still dies. Then we got this one over here. 2 large and 1 small on 6s as well. Oh, he saves 1, still takes 2 damage. And does go down. That death hex really, really doing work in the middle of the board. And this last one over here has 3 large. Ooh, 3 large over there. 6s. Oh, no. And then 3 ignore damage. Still goes down as well. And last but not least, I do have the 1 Kronos back here that has taken 1 small, needing a 6 as well. Nope. And ignore damage for the Kronos. Nope. So takes a wound. Of course, Urien would go down. But what an absolute bloodbath in the middle of the board here as Mortarion unleashes the Death Hex and all of the Coven units crumble and decay into organism matter. And now I guess the Kronos will be the commander for the detachment now.
Sounds good.
And that is it. Now you have 1, 2, 3 units next to that objective, 4 with the Psyker. I just have 2, so you take that objective. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 units on this objective, and I only have 3, so you steal that away from me, and you have that one. You gain 1 more point, which ties the game up 2-2 as we move into battle round number 5. Turn 4 recaps. The Reaver Titan went down as the Eldar Titans all focused their fire to bring down the enemy war machine. In the meantime, Death Hex with the powers of Nurgle made everything around him decay and decompose, making sure that he was the ultimate ruler of the battlefield, taking down and slaying Urien Rakarth, the leader of that detachment. Meanwhile, the Poxwalkers and the Plague Marine Horde are pushing forward and successfully start taking the objectives, overwhelming the defenders as we move into turn number 5.
The big die.
Okay, a last initiative roll. You win ties, though.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, I rolled a 10. The Eldar will hold the initiative as we move into the last battle round. Okay, so I have initiative. I get 2 cards only but I did get 1 when Urien died thanks to my ruse, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the cards now, which is reinforcements. Yeah, the only light thing I have that you've killed that I could potentially bring back is my Slith. So I'm going to try and bring the Slith back. Like power level 2. Yeah. Is it power level 2? I did bring my Slith back. What do you want to bring back? Try bring a horde of zombies back. What is the power level on a big block of 20 zombies? You have to exceed the power level. So on a 2, I cannot bring my Slith back. You're trying to bring a unit of zombies back on a 7, basically, because they are power level 6. Do you bring zombies? You
no.
Don't. They stay away. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and activate the Cavalites.
Yep.
They might as well. They're going to get out and shoot some stuff and do some things, and it'll be really, really fun. So let's see if they can do some work here. So I advanced. I had one raider get into base to base with both of the Powerpuff Girls, just to tie them up. Then we have one Dark Lance. There are no tanks other than them. So I'm going to shoot, you know what, I'll shoot it. No, I can't shoot Morty. That's just not something that can happen. So everything else is going to shoot into here. So let's start with one unit of Cabalite Warriors into this unit of zombies. 2 splinter cannons and splinter rifles at rapid fire. The Archon Carl is now out, so thank you, my lord. It's 5 of them. 5s. That's 1 large and 1 small. I have 2 splinter cannons on 3s, all hit into the same target, and on 5s. That's 2 large, so that's 3 large and 1 small on that unit. We have the other unit. It's just going to shoot everything at Typhus.
All right.
Okay. Let's see if we can bring Typhus down. Needing 4s though, because he's a light character next to an enemy unit. Only 2 there on 5s. That's nothing. And then a Dark Lance will shoot Typhus. Missed. Reroll 1s. Thank you, my lord. 10s into infantry? Nope. And that's it. My detachment is done. Powerpuff Girls are gonna get involved here. Very nice.
Fly away?
Yep.
And they're going to...
So 4 hits from them into a unit of Cabalites.
Yep.
4 or 5 pluses into the little Cabalites. Rerolling 1s for being Heretic Astartes. Ooh, 1 reroll. 1 large, 1 small into that unit. There we go, right here. 1 large, 1 small. All right, we're gonna activate the Titans. Might as well. Let's get this party started. Well, here we go. We got all the Titans getting stuck in. Let's start with them. I'm gonna do 1 Pulsar, and then all of the little rocket pods are gonna go into that Demon Prince right here. Okay, Pulsar into one of the 2s.
Blossom.
Blossom takes 1 large blast marker. Blup, okay. Then we have into Buttercup.
That's Bubbles.
Bubbles takes 3.
The Mojo Jojo joke here somewhere.
1 large there too. Okay, then we've got the Rocket Pod into the Demon Prince. 2s, 4 hits, and 8s. That's 1 small. 1 small, and then 4 little stompy attacks in close combat against those Plague Marines that are wounded. That's only 1 hit on a 5. Nothing. Next Titan, we got big guy. He's gonna do Pulsar, 1, 2, and then rockets into the Demon Prince. So Pulsar. Ooh, only 1 hit. Oh no, that's not good. Does wound though, 1 small blast. And next Pulsar. 3 hits this time. And only takes 1, so 1 small, 1 small. Nice. 1 small, 1 small. And then rockets into the Demon Prince. All hit. 8s. That's 1 small, 1 large, so 2 large on that Demon Prince right now.
The Demon Prince.
And he's up. There we go. And big honkin' Titan. Okay, what's big honkin' Titan gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the D-Bombard. We're gonna go ahead and do the Bright Lances. We're gonna do, let me just measure some ranges here. I do have Stompy Feet into that Plague Marine unit that I forgot. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits, on 5s, 1 large blast. Okay, so the big Titan is gonna shoot D-Bombard into this unit of Plague Marines. The 2 rockets, 1 on each here. So 1 rocket, 1 rocket. The 2 Bright Lances will go into here. And then the Pulsar, actually the Pulsar will go into the unit that's behind this 10-man, so back there. Do the rockets. I'll do the one that wounds on 8s first. Oh, shoot, hold on 1 second. I am -1 to hit because of I'm critically wounded. So 8s to wound. You will take 1, 2, wow, 2 large blast markers from that. Then the other one that wounds on 7s, 3s to hit. All hit again.
All right.
This one needs 7s too. That's 1 so 1 small goes to a large.
Yep.
D-Bombard into these Plague Marines over here. 2 shots hitting on 3s now, because it is hefty, and wounding on 3. Well, I don't know actually. Yeah, that'll wound.
That'll wound.
So that's 2 large blast markers on them.
Ouch.
And that'll be on them. And that's, then the Bright Lances are going into them too. 1 hit, and against, not a 5. And then 4 shots from the Dire Pulsar into the unit that's right behind that one. On 3s, only 2 hits. And on 5s, 1 large blast marker on that unit.
All right.
Okay, and then Stompy Feet, normally 6 attacks, but now only 3. 4s to hit, that's 2, and then 5s to wound. So that's 1 large blast marker on the unit in combat with him. And that's my turn there. What are you doing next?
That's a good question. I'll activate Morty.
I like it. Morty has been ordered to advance.
Morty will get off his shot.
There you go. They can't. The slow Terminators very, very slowly. The Demon Prince does move 12, though. He can get into combat somewhere. Demon Prince going to try and punch the Kronos, and Morty's fighting. Mortarion is going to fight into the Grotesques. Needing 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. 5s rerolling, thanks to Mortarion's special ability. 4, so 2 large blast markers so far. Oh, that's 4 large blast markers on the Grotesque so far.
Yep.
4 of them. Oof, nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4 large blasts. They only have 2 wounds remaining, so. Demon Prince, he gets 2 attacks.
Yep. Rerolling 1s because he's a Demon Prince.
2 hits. 6s to wound. With rerolls, because Morty is nearby.
And
1 small blast marker.
Okay.
And over here, it's 1 little small one there. I'm going to go ahead and activate the Grotesques on this side of the table. And I'm going to go rah, 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 rah. Hold the objective. Rah, 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 rah.
Aroo.
Rah, rah, rah. That's actually going to stay in the terrain here for some obscured.
So that's 1, 2 right there.
Yep, that's right. Just going to hold the line here. So have your zombies and your Plague Marines.
I'll do the Plague Marines first. Leave the zombies for the last show.
I love it. Advance, we have 3 of the units that are engaged in close combat. So you get to, they will just kind of sit there / shoot at the Titans, because that's all they can do.
Yeah.
And a 5+, so we just forgot the Lantern. We're just going to roll the damage here. On a 5 to wound my Titan, it does. So this Titan takes a small blast. Now it's my bell. Okay, Plague Marines. Okay, so a bunch of bolter shots into the Phantom Titan and then some into some Cabalites. 4s to hit.
Soul damage.
8s to wound, yep. Nice. And 3 extras, 2 extras, sorry.
2 extra.
Yeah, because it was 14, right? Oh. Nice. 3 large blast markers on the big Titan. Over here, and you have 10 more Blight Launcher shots. Hitting on 4s again. Nice. And 6 8s with rerolling 1s. So that's 1, 2 rerolls. That's 1 large blast marker.
So we go for 2.
No, 1 large, 1 small. So here we go. Blast into the Cavalry squad that has taken fire already. So 2 bolter shots, needing 4s to hit. Miss. Light launchers.
Yep. 2 hits.
2 hits.
7s
to wound infantry with the blight launchers. Rerolling 1s. So that's 1 reroll and 1 small blast. That's 1 small, turns it small into a large. All right, that one goes there. I have 1 more detachment to activate. Then you have 1 more detachment to activate, and that is going to be it. Okay. So we have. I'm going to do Urian's detachment over here. Let's see what they do. Okay, I'm just going to attack Morty with everything. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. 4 little flesh gauntlet attacks first. 10s to wound with reroll 1s. Nothing. And then the flesh gauntlet, or the macro scalpels, the big killy weapons. So 2 blocks of needing 8s. Rerolling 1s. Nothing. 1 small blast and rolling 1s. So 1 large and 1 small on Morty.
Got it.
The Kronos, 2 little attacks, 2 hits on Morty. 1 large on Morty.
Yes.
So 2 large and 1 small on Mortarion. Okay, very nice. That's it. You get your zombies. Here they come.
And they have objective secured because they're troops.
Okay, so that's the 1 unit that is wounded. That's going to get in. And then they're just going to they're not really going to participate. They're just going to move around, hold that back objective. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s because of Typhus nearby.
I'm not counting that. It slipped out of my hand. That just seems like bad form.
3 hits. Actually 8 attacks, because it's a bunch of them. Needing 4 more, so 3 so far, 5. 5 on 7s. The fight in the middle of the industrial sector. Oh, look at that, that's great. So that would be 1 large, 1 small into the Cabalites.
All right.
1 large, 1 small on this unit of Cabalites.
All right.
Okie dokie. Okay, and then we have this mess over here. So I'm going to go ahead and use a psychic power for Quicken.
Speaking of which, I think I forgot to use a psychic power real quick.
Cool.
Morty,
Typhus is going to use Death Hex to try and keep everybody around. Okay, so we're not going to roll the 7+ to keep it because it doesn't matter. But on a 1, something terrible might happen, and he might turn into a spawn or something.
Part of me wants me to turn it into something interesting.
Yeah. Nope, he holds it. Death Hex goes off. Great time to do it right here as well. Awesome. So back to me, I'm going to go for Quicken. That means I get to pick 2 units of mine and they get a free move. So I'm going to move the Farseer and the Dire Avengers. And now I get to advance them, so I get to move and or shoot and charge. And it is a psychic power. Does the Farseer have something horrible happen to him? No, he's completely fine. So let's go. We're going to do something here. They're going to shoot. I'm going to shoot at the Terminators, which is what they can do. So the Dire Avengers shooting at the Terminators. Oh, not flat. They miss. Then we're going to go ahead and do Illic Night Spear is going to shoot the Terminators as well. She does hit, though. And she wounds. Puts a blast marker on the Terminators. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Orbital Strike. Bam! I'm going to make sure it just hits this blob right here, as well as them. So it's going to go something like right in the middle here. It's everything within 6 inches. Even my own units get hit. Very Aeldari, right? Very dark Aeldari. So I roll a d12 for each unit within 6. And on a 7 to 10, it's 1 blast marker. On an 11+, it's 2 blast markers as an orbital strike lands in that location. So those Plague Marines will take nothing. Then we have the Terminators will take 1 blast marker, turning this into a big one. My Grotesques will survive unscathed. My Kronos will survive unscathed. The Demon Prince will take nothing. And Morty will take 2. Yeah, large blast marker on Morty. Yeah, good job. That's right, orbital strike. And that is all she wrote. Let's do some damage. We'll come back and see what happens. This is the most important part here. But I do have initiative, which means I have to pick a unit to do first. I'm going to go ahead and roll for this Titan over here on a 5-up. Oh, he takes the damage. Hooray!
I'll do Morty. Just tell me what to do.
Well, let's do the Demon Prince. Let's do the Terminators. They're the easy ones.
Yeah. This is big right here.
Oh, no. So the Terminators passed. Then we had the Demon Prince die. Now Mortarion owes 1 small and 3 large. Okay. And 5-ups for him as well. Let's see. Can we lay low Mortarion? Oh, no. We will not get him. He is okay. And he will take 2. He has 1 left, but he's still very much alive. My Mega Titan has to take some saves. So 4 large and 1 small. 5-ups. He takes 3 more wounds. You've almost got him, but he's still alive. So we'll do the Plague Marines. This doesn't matter because it won't kill him. This doesn't matter because it won't kill him. This doesn't matter because it won't kill him. So they just stay at 1 wound each, so it's not going to matter at all. The only one that matters is this one down here. These Plague Marines have to take 2 6-ups. Ooh, they will not die, so that does not matter. Well, I will get to go. I'm going to go ahead and do this unit over here. So I've got 3 Grotesques over there with large blasts.
Yep.
So they can't really make a save. So 6-up to ignore damage. Nope, that unit of Grotesque will go down. And then I have 1 save on my Kronos, but she hasn't taken any wounds, so it doesn't. Oh, she has taken a wound. It's a small blast. She's fine. So the Kronos lives, but these Grotesques die. Okay, Powerpuff Girls next. Awesome. So you owe me 3 large and 1 small on this one over here, and then 2 large on that one. Okay, 5-ups. She will have to take 2 ignore damage saves.
Or die.
Or die.
She has to pass both, and she does not combine.
Okay, she goes down. And then 2 large on
Bubbles.
Bubbles. There you go. Still, I'm remembering them.
Yep. Those of you Cartoon Network fans out there.
90s kids, right?
Yep.
Two feel no pains on her as well.
Nope.
And she will also go down. Well, I now have to activate them. So I have two squads, one that has a large and a small, and one that just has two larges. So I'm going to use Armor of Contempt on the small squad, on the squad that has the two large ones. That allows me to roll D12s for their saves. However, the Death Hex is active, which means their 10 plus save goes to a 12. So do I save one of these Kabalite warriors? Let's roll here. 12s. Oh, I made one! Yes! Hooray! They live! Good job, guys. And then on a 6-up, they ignore the damage. They don't, so they will hold. Yes! Yes, Archon Carl has trained you well.
Good game.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's quickly do the end. We'll clean up. We'll do a count. But I think that just won me the game right there. But we'll explain why in a second. I do have one large and one small, so I can only save against the small on that one squad there. Nope. And then 2 6-up. Ignore pain saves. No, so that whole Kabalite warrior squad does die, though. And we'll quickly do the Poxwalkers. 1 save on an 11 plus from the small blast marker.
And
Save.
Nope.
Dead. And then 4 feel no pains. On 5-ups.
I need to make 3 of them.
Yes, you do. Oh, they live. That would have been so spicy if the Kabalites died. Oh my gosh, crazy. Came down to the absolute wire at the end here.
Yep.
That was fantastic.
Good game.
That was awesome. Okay, let's clear this up. So, that's what it looks like. Those zombies survived. Barely, but they survived. But my Kabalite warriors, by the skin of their teeth, now because they have objectives secured, and they do, objective secured cancels out, and then you count number of units within 6 inches of the objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to your 1. So I will successfully hold that objective. However, if I didn't roll a 12 on them, no obsec there. The zombies overrun the position. But I hold 1, 2, 3. That is 3 points to 2. And at the end of battle round number 5, the Aeldari are victorious. What a great game, Clay.
That was insane.
That was awesome. Awkward handshake?
Awkward handshake.
That was really, really fun. Thanks for coming down for this. Let's go into the post game. And it's the post game. Wow, I'm going to say I had an absolute blast playing this game. You know, the fact that you came down, Clay, you were like, let's play an Apocalyptic game. You reached out to us, and you're like, I want to play with my big Titan. I was like, I have Titans. That was very entertaining.
Yes, it was. And again, there's not a lot of people with Titans in Birmingham. So, you know, for the Grand Noir, to get a playmate was awesome.
Oh, man, then we randomized everything. We randomized the mission, we randomized the brews, we randomized our warlord traits, and to be honest, I had an absolute blast this game. Were there any highlights for you this game?
Not on my side, but there definitely were on there. I mean, that Titan right there is the MVP, that Scout Titan.
Yep, the one that decided to fortune away like all 12
that was,
blast markers.
I am impressed.
Ooh, and the Titans took a pound. Like, this Titan only has like 5 wounds left. Like, he's very close to dead. And that one has taken half wounds. He's almost dead as well. I gambled at the end there when instead of shooting all of your infantry here to kill a bunch of stuff with my Titans to just solidify the win on turn 4. I decided to try and take the Titan down, and I put 30 blast markers on your Titan. That was probably the stackatite of blast markers this big was like pretty crazy, which was awesome. But the horde of Plague Marines and zombies was really hard to get rid of, actually.
I'm surprised. The Plague Marines actually did put in work, just not a lot of it.
Yeah, they kind of just they stayed alive. They did kill my planes quite effectively,
Yes,
actually.
they did, which I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, they just volume-fired my air wing down. What a fun game. So if anybody wants to play Apocalypse, any sort of like tips or tricks or things that you would recommend for someone?
As surprised as I was, it's really about the big guns and the big toys. I was kind of surprised because I thought my infantry would have more of a I thought it would be much more about the trenches and all that, but no, Apocalypse really is about the big toys and the big guns.
Yeah, the big Titans are really, really fun. And I really like the system. I think the system is well designed. Yeah. And so that's really awesome. Well, thanks all for coming down, Clay. This was really fun.
Happy to. A couple shout outs, both my local stores, Gear Gaming, and a special shout out to Legion Comics, who's been putting up with me for 20 years.
Awesome.
Yeah, and if you liked the paintwork on the zombies, you can check them out at commissions.donner@gmail.com. Let me double check that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
We'll make sure we put an email down below so you can check it out.
Yep, thank you.
Awesome. Other than that, Clay, this was really, really fun.
This was awesome.
Thank you so much for coming down. If you want to challenge us to a game, go to miniwaring.com/challenge. I've been Skari, your grateful host. Thanks for watching, and happy wargaming, everybody.